5.
There it is. I was like, I'm not ready until I hear the 5. Welcome back. This is the lovely Bygone Keep, a side story going along with the Legacy campaign. I'm going to kick it off to a man who is learning some hard lessons with dice on the floor. Uh, some people call him the Origami Swami. He puts the finesse in chess. It is lovely Kibbles and Bits.
All right, yeah, how we doing? A couple of minutes ago, I stepped on a D4. That shit hurts. Shout out to my cats who knocked them off my desk, apparently. Hi. Hi, call me Kit. As you heard from Nenners, I am fond of origami. I am fond of the chess. Once again, this is a standing challenge to Mr. Razzmatazz. I am terrible at this game. If you feel like playing, let's go. Anyway, I am playing Coraline back there. She was drawn by the lovely Foos, who was way the hell up there for me. She is a nunja. Yes, that's a joke that I made that joke just for that. Make this character just for that joke, guys. She likes to throw knives, so no nunchucks, unfortunately, which Joe was mad about me. Mad at me about. She likes the spiders. If you know me, that's how all my characters seem to roll. Yeah, it is very true. Yes. Don't know what else to say about her. Mr. Booty Master, please.
I'm not surprised you made a character for the joke. It's an excellent punja. Anyway, my name is Joe, and I'm playing Brannigan, a cleric who is not a paladin. He's a dwarf and just wants everybody to be okay and get through it and feel good about themselves. But he sounds gruff because that made me giggle. Anyway, they let me come play D&D a lot on this channel. They haven't learned their lesson yet, so I'm going to keep showing up. But in the meantime, I'm on my other space on Dispel Logic on Sundays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, where we also play D&D, and we're working on putting the world back together before it breaks because we let out all sorts of bad. It wasn't our fault. It was our fault, but it wasn't our fault. Anita, say thanks. I'm done. Thank you.
Hey, everybody. Anita here, along with a different Grogu. Yeah, today I'm playing Effie, Twist Tremble. Dijarn Pit Crew. Go on to Pit Crew, type in Dijarn. You can get an art just like this one, or different from this one. It's like a Subway sort of like buffet thing. You can choose what you want. Yeah, you can find me at Anita the Lesbian if you want to know what I'm doing. Yeah, Effie uses she, her pronouns. I use she, her pronouns. And we'll pass it off to Nenners. We'll switch it up. Nenners, go.
Okay, I'm Nenners, the DM. Sometimes go by Nenario. But yeah, hi. I'm actually not supposed to be describing anything right now, but you can find me at the Foozca channel or our Discord, usually lurking or doing something silly. But I believe Foos has to go, so I'm going to kick it back to Foos and go from there.
Hello, I'm Foos. I am playing a paladin named Moody. He loves to fight and is kind of excited to be here, but sometimes we have to sit down and explain things, and he just wants to stab demons in the face. We're coming back on Friday for Legacy, and then there's DMs then too, and then also on Saturday for the conclusion to Unfinished Business here on this channel with Nenners and Joe and Bogley. And it's a good time. But yeah, that's my stuff. I guess I'll pass it back to Nenners because we'll get started.
Awesome. Okay. Doing a brief recap, the team here has been making their way through this kind of time-lost, mysterious keep and had used a teleportation mechanic to port themselves to the roof, in which they encountered a vampire with some of her demon henchmen apparently waiting for something to happen, and engaged in a brief bit of discourse before weapons were thrown, literally, at them and kicked off the fight. The fight lasted for a little bit, but they were successful and with a very, very creative way of trapping a mist form vampire trying to escape. Shout out to the Bellows. Was very clever, and managed to stop them from escaping, killing them, and deciding that they needed a well-deserved rest. Unfortunately, they decided to take that rest right in the middle of the walkway that comes off the elevator. So eventually, a patrol came by to kind of check things out. Well, stopped just shy of walking into the thing. It was a Lehman's hut, and that also began a very short kind of combat where they were very successful in stopping them from getting back into the elevator and warning their fellows. After that, there was a bit of discussion. There was a moving of bodies, moving of a spear, which had some pretty negative consequences to touching it. Their cleric was able to sorry, my voice is going again. Apparently, was able to resist the effects, but a familiar was put in the place of attempting to touch that, and it didn't go well for the familiar. And as a result, Effie got to talk to the big bad of the campaign, Dragoth, a sorcerer king, who's currently trying to decouple and steal the weave from Faerun. In the process of that, you were basically instructed that your familiar was more or less a sacrifice and will be made to serve Dragoth, as far as you know. So there's that. I believe the idea was you were going to get a long rest in there, so we'll see, or some kind of rest in there, finish what you started in terms of resting.
It was a short rest.
Short rest. Okay, so yeah, we'll try to get a short rest there. That being said, I will need a lucky person to roll me a d20.
I rolled the last one, but also
I was going to say, hold up. Maya.
What?
No, I'm holding up for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, did she go?
I
Am
got
going
it.
crazy?
No, I did not.
I got it this time.
Go
With this
Let's go.
D20 roll, I will prove
Hold-
once
Anita,
and for all
Hold up.
that I do not belong.
Hold up.
Anita,
Hold up. Hold up. Maya, introduce yourself like we do at the beginning, please.
Oh wow!
Did nobody
We
give
forgot
Maya
about
a shot?
Well,
That's just
Did we?
no.
No, we skipped Maya.
Oh my God, she was talking so much I forgot. I'm sorry, girl. Please introduce yourself.
I was talking so. Okay. Hello, I'm Maya. I play the monk Mauricio, art by Nelissa. You can probably see it. Who's did her magic. Yeah, she's a monk that a lunar soul monk that serves the goddess Saloon, and is apparently frequently forgotten about. Personally, I am the creative mind behind Ibella Nights, the RPG that was just tagged. It is a sci-fantasy RPG. It's got a lot of interesting mechanics going on. Always getting frequent updates. I'm about to do an NPC rollout so that people who are taking a look at it can see how characters are built, or maybe just try to make a character for themselves. And that out of the way, please roll your die.
Okay.
I'm gonna blame Maya for that.
I will not be taking any comments at this time.
Okay.
You're not taking any comments.
What about in an hour or so?
I know what I'm doing tomorrow during our meeting. I'm going to be making a invitation of sorts.
Yeah.
Oh no.
With love, Anita. With love. All right. Could another lucky person or have Anita roll it again? I need a D8, please.
Anita.
Roll that one.
Do you not want to? Okay.
Wasn't bad. Let's roll the roll for you.
Yeah.
Lower
Go
half.
higher.
Lower half.
Let's
Oh,
she
D8.
rolled higher on the D8 than she did the D20, okay?
That's what true low rollers do.
I mean, I've seen that news roll straight ones on D4s.
I admit, maybe I rolled it first and I didn't get warmed up. Starting out a little bit lower than first anticipated, but it's fine.
It's okay.
It's fine. I'm
No
gonna
shame
get
in it.
there.
You're one of
this is
us.
great. All right. So did you have the dome up for the rest, or are you guys all just kind of huddling in the darkness of this area here?
The dome is up for the rest.
The dome is up for the rest. Okay. Who is on? I don't know if you guys are taking watches, but if you are, I just need to know who's on it.
If we're short resting, can we all kind of be watching as we're chilling?
Yeah. I mean,
I still need to read.
I was gonna say, if someone's doing an arcane recovery, anything like that, where like you need to meditate or like be in a different mind space, I would say no. So like the marshals could, obviously, you're just hanging out essentially. But
I mean,
anybody
I
who's
get a
like,
second wind and an action surge back. I don't know if that really requires a thing.
no, that's what I'm saying. If you're a marshal, it's physical, right? Like you're just taking a knee, you're not actively doing something. But if you're, I don't know, praying or doing something that involves, you know, not
Yeah,
being
I would also
fully-
get channel divinity, but I've already got both of them. So
Yeah.
I'll watch.
So pretty much everyone but Anita, I think. I'm sorry. is good.
What about paying respect to the spider?
I mean, you can do that if you want.
Okay.
You probably can't watch
Okay.
Everyone's having a tiny funeral.
for enemies. You can watch whatever you're doing with the spider. I don't want to tell you you have to be blindfolded.
All right, I need you guys to roll me perception checks, please.
Perception.
Holy shit! Right off the gate.
Very nice.
Damn, look at Joe.
It's some residual Garai energy. It's the last thing I played on this channel.
Hey, it might stick. It might stick.
It won't.
Sounds like I might as well look around again too.
Damn, I rolled a 1.
Yeah,
By the way, I
it's
rolled the lowest with a 10. If you just look at the numbers. But-
Oh god, well that's that's consistent with your character, unfortunately. After a moment, or not a moment, I'd probably say like 35 minutes into your rest, you once again see the triangles on the door shift to blue, and the doors kind of slowly open, parting us rather soundlessly, I must say. It is not like stone on stone; it's just kind of glides open. And I'd say, I'm assuming that's not your marching order in the thing, so we're not gonna. But if you're trying to keep an eye out on the door, I'm also gonna need a level of stealth check to see, like, are you like 2 hands on the on the edge with your chin on the on the threshold, or are you like kind of like in the cut from the shadows looking? So give me a stealth check for those who are.
I mean, folks should be able to like stand at the edge and look out of the tiny hut, and no one should be able to see inside unless they've
that's a
got
good
X-ray vision.
But all right. So here's the thing. I'm assuming you tucked it in so that it can't be seen, right?
I guess I thought it was dark in there, so I would have
It is
just
dark.
like matched it to the I matched it to the color of the room and sort of. Yeah, I
my
guess
point-
if there's room, I would definitely tuck it in.
Yeah.
So
'cause,
never mind.
Yeah. you
People would probably have to leave to see the elevator.
Exactly. All right. So, Joe, I'm gonna actually take away the disadvantage in this because you're not moving. Like, so we'll go with a 9. But these are all terrible. There we go.
Your thing.
Anywho, you guys watch as a kind of tribal-looking warrior steps out of the elevator. Let me get his what? Where the heck did he go? Nope, never mind. That's the wrong dude.
That's the wrong dude.
This is the wrong dude. I got him wrong, but he has he is just kind of has like this horrible kind of green smoke and light billowing off of him as he kind of makes his way out of the elevator and is very kind of slowly but methodically taking steps down the stairs and just looking around, like he's searching for something, but is like on like a hyper aware kind of situation here. So I'm gonna say I'm gonna give him half movement for now. So like that essential round is him like moving out and trying to take uh, in what is going on here. Let's see. It's not an advantage. I will take that, but okay. All right. Your rogue is definitely pulling her weight here. I will say, so you guys see this creature beginning to walk down. It's not hard to see. He's not trying to hide. In fact, it'd be hard because he glows. So I'm gonna pass the ball off to you. You see him. He's gonna, in his current form, he's gonna keep walking down those stairs.
I think Merciel is just going to like do the shh gesture to everyone and just not make a sound, just let him go by. We need to recover. We're beat the hell up right now.
I guess I'll step back inside the dome because then they shouldn't be able to hear us, right? Or is it just see us?
Just see us. We still gotta be very quiet inside the dome. It's not soundproof.
I'm just saying that I can throw through this thing. It worked a treat last time.
It did technically work, but yeah, I guess we'll just be quiet. He's whispering. I'm just
Yeah.
But
I'm not making a move to throw. I'm just pointing that fact out and then sitting still.
and then sit
Okay.
down.
Give me another round of stealth checks, please, as you guys are kind of settling in on this.
Do we have advantage because we're invisible to them?
Yeah, that was not me cheating. That was not me cheating. But let me put this on because of that.
In the darkness, yeah, I'll say I give you advantage. That makes sense.
Thank you, Anita. 29.
Oh no!
This is a roller coaster.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Brannigan, you're having a heart like you sat down like tiny little scrape of armor against the stone, and you kind of shift out of it and cause another scrape. It's not. It's one of those things where like when everyone's really quiet, like the pin drop is deafening. It's one of those situations. And Effie, you're trying to make room for your teammates and stuff, and the slight shuffling, the ruffling of papers and pages make kind of a noise you weren't tracking. But let's see if that actually has an effect before I say that. I don't think it should, but... Oh, it might be the armor, but as he's coming down the stairs, you watch his head just kind of slowly, like almost like Batman turns, like the whole chest and shoulders kind of turn to the left. You're like, what was that? And it's like just slowly beginning to kind of investigate the area around here. To which I'm going to have him roll. All right. What do you guys do?
Got my hammer in hand, like I'm half open. He finds us, but half open he goes away. But I'm ready to throw.
Okay.
Yeah, just hand on the weapon and ready.
Got it. All right. He's going to. Well, that's not great. As we're all being quiet, I'll give him one last roll because I don't want this to be a roll fest here. All right. Doesn't see anything. Like you see, he at the base of the stairs. He's just kind of looking around, inspecting the ground. You can tell something happened, and just in terms of like scuffling and whatnot, and seems to be more interested in like what happened over here. And I'm just going to ask for one last stealth check, as he is kind of just making his rounds and trying to find out essentially what had happened.
Oops. I get disadvantage anyway, but there you go. Same
You got
thing?
advantage in the thingy, so
All right,
it's
so it's fly roll anyway.
Yep. Carlin with the 7. What's going on?
Oh, I know. Ooh.
All right. Getting some carries from the monks here. With that, you guys managed to be quiet enough, and the dome obviously doing a tremendous amount of work of hiding you guys from this. But you hear his armored footfalls kind of go up and down these stairs, and after about like a good 5-10 minutes of, yep, nothing's here, he ascends back into the elevator and then takes it on the way back down. And with that being said, you have the remainder of your lovely short rest and get what you need back, and are ready to go from there.
Thank God.
We could have taken him.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but we have others we're probably gonna have to fight too. Resources are important.
Well, yeah, we kill him and then
Yeah.
rest. It's all right. We'll kill him later.
Exactly. Wow. Well, I'm glad it went badly now. Now I have the low rolls.
Got to embrace the roles.
If you deluded yourself into thinking you weren't on that team anymore, I don't know what to tell you.
Let's go.
All right, that's respectable numbers again.
There you go.
Pulls a ways off, but you know,
Yeah. Close
I'll
enough.
take triple digits.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. Are you guys good to go after your short rest?
Yeah.
If not, take your time. No rush.
So
Yeah. I think after everybody's ready to like
Oh, whoa.
continue and move on to inspect the elevator because that stuff is weird and we gotta figure out how to get to the battery place.
I recommend that if possible we do this from a distance because it seems like they come out of there pretty fast.
That we inspect the elevator from a distance?
Yes, because if the door's open while we're staring up at that room thing, it's kind of a problem for us.
I
I mean,
don't
that's where
think
we're
he's.
going anyway.
I don't think he's bad for us. I just don't know how to get it done. I mean, how you expect to do it without touching it?
Then again, if we're going to go up there and inspect it, maybe we should just move to the sides because we know as soon as the door's open, he's going to throw a hammer in there. So,
I mean, my set of remote eyes, my 6th set of remote eyes just turned into a fiend, which is weird. I don't know how that happens. But yeah, I'm gonna have to. I don't know how to like inspect things from a distance now, so I will have to go up very personally to see how it works. If I'm going to see how it works, or we could just like rush in. Which feels like a bad idea.
yeah, well, let's analyze it then. If we got it close to it.
Ooh, we got a gifted sub.
Thanks, brother Groot.
Thank
You're
you.
the best.
Thank you, Bob Blue.
So we got the monk going down the stairs. Yeah, just obviously place yourselves where you want to be. And we'll clean up this map a little bit. I love how many duplicates of Brannigan there are on this map.
Probably at the
Didn't
door.
realize there was one down there.
Yeah, Maricia's just gonna post up next to her in case something comes out. She's got staff ready, but she's also kind of glancing up at the thing, like trying to see if there's anything readable
All right.
on it.
Roll me perception or investigation, depending on how you're going to attack this.
I kind of just want to see how it works. So if I can come at this with an Arcana lens to sort of be like,
Oh, sorry.
is there an up button, a down button? Is there a button that says like basement/service area? Just trying to get some elevator knowledge going.
Understood.
It's a normal roll, and this is something that I'm good at. So,
All right. With
boom.
a 26 perception, what are you looking for specifically? Maya?
Oh, she's basically just trying to watch the door and see if there's anything that's going on with it. Like if somebody gets on the elevator, is there like a pattern emerging? Like what the colors do? Like just observing it's a pretty much pattern recognition, I guess, if it triggers or anything like that.
It is currently inert, but we'll keep that for if that changes. Effie, you see a bunch of kind of runes etched into the door. And they speak of a combination of transmutation and conjuration magic. Based on the layout and essentially how it draws energy, it looks like the person who's using it has to touch the elevator in order to activate the magic. And it looks like there's runes that go on the inside of the door and like wrap around into it, so it's possible that functionality extends within the elevator itself.
Bet. I turn to Mauricio and the group behind me and say, y'all ready?
Yeah, I've been ready.
I was waiting on you. You still all right?
Let's find out. I touch the door.
You touch the door and you watch as those runes kind of bleed into like one beam that goes up and then hits those triangles and creates that kind of bluish glow again, and the doors kind of begin to slowly but smoothly open into a 40 by 40 room. It's huge, and you are able to kind of walk into it. On the side, you'll notice that there's what looks like the framing of a painting, and on both sides, and there's what looks like knobs that you can dial. One has in the painting kind of like a musical clef in it as like the symbol, and the other has a gear that you can see. And Effie, if you want to give me an Arcana check, you might be able to find more.
Musical clef.
Yeah, I'll call the Nunja up, who claims to worship the god of music, and ask them to take a look as well. Ask her to take a look as well.
Okay. Yeah, you would need to like shake her out of something right now.
I'll say, Corlin, would you take a look at this? Corlin?
Yeah, she would have been staring down at she's still holding the spider, by the way.
Oh boy.
The dead spider?
Yep.
I don't think that leaves a body, does it?
It
The
doesn't
familiar?
leave a body.
Oh,
It
I
doesn't.
thought Nenner said that it was like a skin suit thing.
I mean,
Oh,
it was,
this-
and then it dissolves.
this-
Oh,
afterwards,
never mind.
yeah.
Then, never mind. Then, never mind. Then.
Yeah.
Okay. Never mind. Then. She would have been praying this whole time, but yeah. Okay. Yeah. What can I help you with? I'm sorry.
Music. You say you worship Malil, don't you?
Why are you saying it like that?
We have a music cleft here. We could use your expertise.
Okay.
And she will roll Arcana.
Okay.
Boom.
From the perspective of Arcana, you realize that these symbols are temporary, like they are manifested within the paint, the painting frame, and that others can take their place.
That do I have any idea of how this stuff could help me get to the basement of this place, the place where the power source is?
I think you would understand that this is a element of transportation, and these symbols correlate possibly to rooms. So you've got one that would lead you to something having to do with music, and then something having to do with gears. How you would change the pictures and stuff is a little beyond the scope of this particular check, but you get the idea that that's kind of what's going on there.
I communicate this, I think, to Corlin and to Brannigan, because gears sounds like a dwarf thing, and music sounds like a ninja thing. So I ask for a consult.
In the meantime, does the door we came in through have any strange rooms designs on it that might indicate that it is a room, that's here?
No, there's no runes or like anything indicating where you currently are. There's no like you are here kind of correlating runes or anything like that.
Okay. So, would Corlin know anything about this, just based on her musical knowledge, based on the guy she serves?
You would notice the style of Clef, I think, and how it was drawn out. It's a very old, elven kind of style to it.
Okay.
Beyond that, I mean, give me a history check.
All right. I'm not that kind of ninja, man. Damn.
Is it a clef on a staff with notes, or is it just a clef?
Good
It's
question.
just a Clef.
Okay. Is
Which
it a
clef?
treble clef or a bass clef? What are we looking at?
It's
That's
a
my
treble
question.
Clef.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so
The lesser clef, thank you, but whatever.
Okay.
You're not biased
Hey,
at
man,
all, are you?
I sang bass too, man. I got reasons to be.
Oh,
biased here.
I'm a baritone, but I'm a bass player, upright,
Same.
orchestral.
Let's go.
Okay, history. 19.
Okay.
Dang, that's a natural 19.
Yeah.
In your in your service to Malil, you have had experience. Like, it's obviously a very musical area. You guys have had like instrument rooms, areas where you would perform, things of that nature. Not so grand, as Malil's more focused on the like creation of the art. He's more creation first, celebration second, I would probably say. So in that regard, it's not like you guys had like huge auditoriums and had like free concerts and stuff like that, but it was really in like the purity of the making of music and what that entails and things of that nature. So you did have rooms dedicated to the creation of music. So this kind of reminds you of that. And if you were to guess, it would be of an elven style based on what you're seeing here. But that's about probably as much as you can grasp from your history there.
Okay. Yeah, she would just whiz them. Seems to be an elven script. Can't tell you much beyond that.
Well, in my experience, gears are likely down, but everything in the Dwarven City is down, so it's bad. So take it with a grain of salt, I guess. But if I were to have a big clunky machine, I'd put it underneath the house. And I'm going to say that confidently and assume I'm right, unless the DM tells me to roll something to indicate otherwise.
No, you're good. You would also notice that is a proper dwarven gear.
Oh,
The
shit.
way the teeth edge off sharply, the width to width ratio between the actual teeth and how it is designed, that is absolutely a dwarven design.
It's proper dwarven make. Well, it's a picture of proper dwarven make. We'll see when we get there, but I would assume.
Vibes. I'm gonna try touching the buttons, mostly the gear buttons at first, until we start moving downward.
Touching buttons, plural. How many stops does the elevator make?
So you put your hand on the gear button, and you watch as like the painting and everything kind of fades away, leaving only the gear. The doors begin to kind of slowly close, and you all, probably for the first time, I'd imagine, feel like the quick deceleration of an elevator. So you get like a little bit, like a little pinch of free fall as this begins to go. There's a little jump in your heart, like, oh no, what did I do? But it does go into kind of controlled descent. And Brannigan, given your dwarven nature, can you give me a perception check at advantage?
Advantage perception check.
Excellent. You are traveling at a pretty good clip going down, and dwarves have an excellent understanding of like how deep they go. The depth of this is probably close to, like, by the time this elevator reaches its destination, is probably like at least a good 20 floors down, which, given where you were, seems like it's way too high or way too low given the structure. Either there's quite the bedrock that is holding this in and they were able to hollow it out and create more space, or there's some kind of dimensional shenanigans going on here.
All right. Well, we're either deep or we're somewhere else, because that's a long way down.
Oh, this feeling is so weird.
Yeah.
Oh, if you ain't been in, it just goes up and down. Or
Yeah, I
whatever
sort
it
of
is.
like remind everyone that we don't know who's going to be in the room that we like step into, that we should probably be ready for a fight when the doors open.
Oh yeah. I'll tell you what I do know. Whoever's in there is getting a hammer.
Oh, I love you guys. All right. The elevator comes to a somewhat graceful stop, given how quickly it descended. And you are... The initial doors of the elevator actually open, revealing two kind of wooden, what looks like almost makeshift doors that have been kind of hastily attached to this structure. So there's another set of doors outside of this one. And that's currently what you are looking at. The doors are locked at the moment.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Kit, is Corlin saying these prayers out loud?
You would be hearing them.
Yeah, okay.
Um,
There'd definitely be a moment where Moody turns to look at you, but if Anita was going to say something, go ahead.
Nah, I want to see if I recognize them at all.
Okay. Do you have a musical background at all beyond your love for academics?
No.
Okay.
Yeah,
Roll me
I
history
have a
check.
religion background and a history background, so I'll do history since you asked for history.
Thank you.
God, who is this mysterious ninja?
Oh
Damn.
my goodness.
Shit, that is good. All right. You recognize these as being religious in their tone, but given your kind of background with history and reading books and stuff, they don't seem to be affiliated with Malil as far as you know.
Vibes.
But
This is gonna be a moment where Moody like taps Coralyn's shoulder. Could you do that outside? I'm just kidding. Are you okay? What's going on?
I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
You'll
No, please
be
don't.
fine. As in, you are not fine right now.
No, I will be fine. I will be fine.
Okay, we got more stuff to do, and if you're not fine, don't want you getting hurt for not having your head in where it needs to be, which is in this demon-infested keep. You alright?
Yes. You see her like shaking herself a little bit, but like she's trying to like convince herself as well that she'll be fine. She'll be fine.
Alright, it's a good thing you're so good at hiding. Try not to get hurt, alright?
Yes, I'll be okay.
Oh, I'll say whatever else is going on. You will, in fact, be fine because you're resilient and you got people to help. And I do want to address this when we're not about to walk into a room full of demons. So let's live, and then when we take a break, we'll talk about it, if you want to.
Can I don't mean to interrupt this awesome RP. I need a perception. Who's that high passive perception?
Not me.
Corlin.
I love Effie. Oh my god. Corlin.
Marshall has 17 as well.
Okay.
No, it's not as well. That's just 7.
What? You said 17. How is that?
Oh, no,
As well infers that somebody else has 17.
Oh,
Maya's inferring that
It is high as
both
well.
monks have high perception.
Correct.
She's not saying that Anita is also high.
7's great. I will say, Corlin, yours is like ridiculous, right? It's like 19 or something like that.
23 actually.
Jesus. In between them trying to console you in your own words, you hear muffled the faint sounds of machinery. What sounds like a bit of clatter and this kind of frog-like voice that's, "Hurry up and box them! We don't have all day! Someone is here!" Is essentially what you're hearing, and like just stop yelling at me. Just kind of going back and forth at the moment, but it's faint, and for the thickness of this door, as you are an expert in passing through doors, the muffling seems like too much, right? Like there's something going on that's aiding to the sound. Merciel, you hear a similar thing, although you hear kind of like something falling into crates, like something being placed rather crudely into, like something heavy is being deposited into a crate, and then you hear dragging.
whatever they're doing in there, we're probably gonna have to jump on them. There's people yelling, shouting at each other, and moving crates, trying to get something out of the way because, well, we triggered the elevator, so they know we're coming, but at the same time, I think they kind of view us as overseers of some sort. That's what they're suspecting, I imagine, because they're hurriedly trying to put things away.
Well, let's interrupt them, I guess. You said the doors were hastily put together, correct?
Correct.
All right. Well, unless someone thinks I can get through the lock faster, this is shoddy craftsmanship, and we can probably just take it down.
Yeah, Kit. What's up about Corlin? She heard more.
Yes. She would begin to say, like, I heard, I believe you would know more about this. She would look to Brannigan. Machinery, I think.
Well, nah, machinery can't think. Nah, we're calling machines.
Like I said, I'm not sure. Something like something moving.
All right, well, I'll
Clearly
get eyes
machine.
on them. We'll figure out what they do, or at least break them. Unless they have a thing we're here to get. Batteries might be machines. We'll find out before we break nothing.
I promise.
Maybe it's a good idea to just like get the jump and start just come out swinging on them. Like they expect friends. We're obviously not friends. We could just go in guns blazing and talk later.
Do they expect friends? I did not get that vibe.
Oh, they didn't expect friends. Okay.
I'm throwing that out there out of character. I did not get that vibe, but then maybe
We,
Well,
I'd hear it.
we leave one within inches of their life and question them. Yeah. So we can figure out what the hell's going on. But other than that, yeah, it's smashing it.
All right, well, someone gonna pick this lock, or I'm gonna take the door apart because we can't do nothing on this side of it.
all right.
Uh, everyone ready for an ambush?
Okay. One moment, please. Once
Wait,
again, you would see her the whole time. Corlin's been looking like she's praying. She's gonna shift a little bit, and she still looks like she's praying, but in a different way. And we're gonna get the good old pass without a trace again.
And what did you want to wait for, Maya, before we continue?
oh, I was just gonna say that if Corlin's gonna work on the locks and she also has thieves tools, she's gonna help her with an action or something.
No, yeah. Corlin would definitely help out. She thinks you're the better lockpick, so she's gonna go up to you and help out.
Wait, no, I meant if you do the lock picking, she's in it because you're better at it.
Well, one of you has to do it.
All right,
I was
sure.
gonna
Okay.
say, yeah, it's gonna be tough. It's one lock,
Mhm.
so unless you have one person, like, you know what I mean? It's a tight spot to be tag teaming.
All right, well, if she fails at it, then I guess Mercy will step in.
Mhm. All right, let's do this then. We are going to approach the lock, take out the tools we got from her father, and we're going to see what happens here. Do I roll sleight of hand, or what am I rolling here, man?
Your thieves
Your
tools,
thieves
like
tools.
last time.
I am sorry. Okay.
Hi, sorry, I'm Joe.
Hey, Joe.
I'm putting dexterity on this. Okay. And roll. 25.
Nice.
5. Your hands expertly kind of maneuver their way across this lock, which, despite the door being, relatively hasty in its construction, you are able to find it and get it, get the door to audibly unlock. It is up to you what you do next.
You would see her just like put the tools down, look, and just give up and just let out a deep breath and go. Just let out like like a loud exhale and go. Dad would be proud. Okay. She wants to. She's gonna want to push the door open a little bit and try and peek around it.
Okay. You're doing this stealthily?
Oh yeah.
All right. Give me a stealth roll, please.
Santa Maria.
And while you do
18. I
that-
rolled a 5.
Well, he passed without a trace, so that should be 28.
20. Oh yeah, you're right. Thank you.
Correct. All right. So when you open the door, we're going to say just a crack. Trying to reveal this in a way that represents a crack. I will say you see pretty much this.
What
From
the
your
fuck is that, Nanners?
point of view, the frog demon is the one who's like, "Run! Hurry up!" And this conveyor belt is just rolling, and you see these kind of like weird gems that seem to be like rolling out on these conveyor things and like taking a path around. There's some blueprints on the table. There seems to be some levels of engineering. The frog guy himself actually has some kind of scroll where he's reading off of it and trying to like he's like conferring with the notes, but at the same time kind of yelling at his subordinates there.
You would see her like just step back, turn to Effie, and go, Are you by any chance familiar with a demon that looks like a frog, has red eyes, and seems to exude some kind of red aura?
Nenners, is Effie familiar with a demon that looks like a frog that sort of exudes a red aura?
You can give me a history check, but based on one of your teammates, if you say this out loud, I believe Moody would probably know. As it's his hobby to punch these kind of creatures in the face.
Oh yeah. I just keep thinking of Effie because she's the book smart one.
Yeah. But if you want, Effie, you absolutely can roll for that history, and I'll let you know.
Sure, but like if Moody just has the answer because Moody's a demon slayer, I love that for Moody, and Moody can tell us.
Yeah, if it's described out loud, then I think he'll kind of take a second to peek in. Pretty sure that's a Nurglid? Am I correct, Nanners? Because that's
You were absolutely
that's
correct.
Foos.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. That's a Nurglid.
I beg your pardon?
Yeah, they're like devil. They deserve to be stabbed to death, and I'm ready to do that. Is essentially what we need to
Right,
know.
it's about to be a Nurgle dead. Now, if everyone's ready, I'd like to kick the story.
Wait, hold on.
Wait,
What is this game?
There's more. There's more. There seems to be some kind of gems passing by a conveyor belt. Some kind of. I think you would know this. It looks like this big turning thing with electricity.
We'll find out when we're dead. Is all I'm saying.
What?
Yeah, I don't know anything about that conveyor belt stuff, whatever that is. I'm not entirely sure, but
What about some pinkish fellows with green face tentacles?
I know that they will be hit by hammers.
The pinkish tentacles or the pinkish face people. Anyway, the beard tentacle things. Obviously, Foos, if you know it, you can say it. Otherwise, I'll give it to you.
the beard tentacles for this guy.
The people that they were describing, yeah.
Oh, the other ones? Oh God, I don't think I do know. Let me double check.
That sounds like bearded devils to me.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Once I zoomed in on the tokens,
Yeah.
That is absolutely
Yeah.
bearded devils, correct.
Hey, quick question before we kill them. What do they do? Like, what do we have to look out for?
Yes, I'd like to know that too.
Like poisons?
Are they immune to stabbery? That's why we don't want to go in throwing the hammer.
For the sake of brevity, the Nurglids kind of fight like frogs. They can jump. They have a tongue lash that they can use against people. They have some life siphoning abilities, and as a demon hunter, you would absolutely know that. Bearded devils aren't quite as special in that regard. They have a level of resistance to magic and are kind of martially based. But yeah, that's typically there's no like silver bullet like hit them with a certain thing and they melt, or they throw explosive tomatoes at you or anything like that. It's as far as Moody understands.
All right.
Yeah. As long as you hit them hard enough, and most of them tend not to love holy things. We got an elevator full of holy people.
Anyone want to ask you more questions?
Yeah, who are we aiming at? Let's take them out.
Cool. Oh, you serious? All right, all of them. I'm gonna hit with a big guy.
I also will mention I think fire's a bad idea for both. I think from what I remember. So maybe lay off the fire spells. Ready? It kind of spins his spear.
All right, no one said said shit. I'm going.
All right, go. Get your surprise round off. Kicking the door, I imagine.
Oh no, I'm gonna make a duplicate on the other side. I don't need to kick shit.
I can duplicate. Yep. There you go.
Okay. I will reveal the rest of this room to you as I imagine the doors swing wide with you guys getting ready to kick ass. Give me one second here. Let's see. Make some room on the screen. Oh, Jesus, that's too much. Go back.
I don't have health. My token has no health. Why does my token have no health?
That's a great question. Mine doesn't either.
All right. That is the totality of the room. Give me a marching order, and you guys can get off your surprise round. And this is a full surprise round, as a 28 to open the door was well below their radar.
Hey, we can't see our health.
No.
You don't need to see health.
I forgot to copy. Hold on.
Dude, you're the cleric.
Yeah, and I shouldn't just know intrinsically how much health you have.
I mean, you could see if you got your boys bleeding from a bad wound or got barbecued on the last.
That's how short resters play.
Nope. Oh, God dang it. Hold on.
Real healers keep track of vaguely how much damage people took, and then do it. And they don't say, "How are you? How's your health like?" They go, "You know what? I think you need healing," and they heal you.
I'm gonna remove you guys real quick.
That's how mistakes get made,
Paste.
and we like mistakes. All right.
You do love
And then
mistakes.
move yourselves as appropriate to that door.
Thank you, sir.
Jeez.
Yep.
Mercia's learned lessons, so she's coming in by the guy who holds a shield.
And I imagine Effie isn't right next to the muted.
Effie is actually going to run her full speed into the room Try to get as close as possible.
Okay.
Um,
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
there we go. Maybe.
Wait, what's the range?
Because that's just the type of wizard that I made. Um,
With respect.
All right. Well, there's an echo near you. That can't really do much to help you, but it's there.
But it's there.
Going in hard. Okay.
All right. Yeah, let's get the. Oh, did I keep the turn from before?
Oh, okay, great. 30 feet. Lovely.
All right. Yeah, roll initiative real quick, and what's it called? Get your surprise round off, and we'll go from here. Nubs. What's up?
That's some crazy initiative right there. That's some terrible initiative right there. Rudy, you're not alone. Also, hi Nubs. Hello again.
Nubs is adorable. All right. Okay, yeah, that is some not great initiative, but let's see.
I got very confused when you put possibly in the chat because I read it as post Billy.
Post Billy.
It's like, is this a variant of Hillbillies? Post Billy? It's not. That's everybody, right?
Yep, that's everybody on the good guy team, and I somehow put that. There we go.
Oh shit! Moody's. Whoa. Second.
Well, the bad guys haven't rolled that. This is out of you guys.
Still though.
Moody's heel fell, so that's Moody could have run.
All right. What are we doing here? I see Spirit Guardians being cast. Was that by
By the one
or-
where-
Effie.
Effie.
Yeah.
I like the way you said her name there.
What were you gonna make the Spirit Guardians look like?
It's the normal spiders and hags. Just spider and hag air. Just all over the place. Casting it at 5th level. So when people start their turns in the aura, that's what happens.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's 27 damage. For anybody in the aura. But how
all these arrows? I love it. All right, cool. So those two guys get you.
Yeah.
This is hilarious.
I want to move as close to every like enemy that I see as I possibly can. If I can get into the middle here, that would be cool.
I mean, just from the door, as long as you have the
but
movement. Yeah.
Yeah, but from the door, that is as far as I can get.
It has resistance, so it has. With saving throws. Well, his wisdom isn't terrible. When you roll like that, though. That's for the first one. So I'm going left to right, and then
Boys.
single digit save master MI. All right. So
that's 27 points of radiant damage to the homies.
To the homies. Let's see.
To the homies.
Yep. Yeah. The spiders and hags do all kinds of horrible things to these these rather hardworking bearded devils. They were one had like a crate. It's like it's like an attack as you guys kick at the door. The frog's like, what the hell? And everyone's kind of like scrambling to figure out what's going on. But they are both like mid work. One is dragging a crate away. The other one was like lifting another one up. But they take the full 27 damage from your assault there. And that, since they aren't terribly tough creatures. Puts them in bloody territory. Moody, I would say you would know that this I almost called it a nurgling. This nurglid is larger than usual. Probably the biggest one you've heard of in your illustrious demon stabbing career.
I feel like he's only gonna notice that as he's running closer. Just like, that's bigger than normal. The frog. That's a big one. That's a big boy.
But all right, so that's Effie. That was your movement, and I believe Spirit Guardians is an action. So you're a wizard. I don't know if you have anything on bonus action besides
I'm good.
being sad.
That's my surprise.
Gotcha. Awesome. Okay, great. Who else is? Who's next?
How's the lighting in the room look?
There's shadows on the side and some kind of being cast sporadically by the lightning that's coming out. But it's not particularly well lit outside of the windows, so you're able to which again is kind of weird because you're underground, but you can hide underneath the gantries. There's shadows behind like the crates and things of that nature.
Could I hide up here on the railing? That's a good post to snipe from. Yes or no?
No, the railings. I mean, you're getting light from the windows and from down there.
Gotcha. Okay.
And technically, the creatures don't make that save and take that damage until the start of their turn, so they're not bloody yet, but they will be.
Mm-hmm.
They will.
Okay.
You got an incoming invoice.
All right, then. I think then Corlin would see the hagged and spiders. She would think, "Oh, she's got this. The spiders are here. We're good. We're good." And she's gonna go after the big guy.
All right, go for it.
All right, so we're going to un segundo, por favor. Why am I going into my spells? I don't got shit.
Wait, where is Corlin? Oh, I see.
He's on the railing, trying to get a good sniper.
No one knows.
28 stealth, baby.
So, time to stab the guy. 19 hit?
A 19 just hits. Yep.
Fantastic. All right. Take that shit. Oh god, that's trash. Okay. All right.
God, that's trash.
Hit number 2.
Awesome.
25 hits for sure. Okay.
You can roll all of your attacks. And then
Those are my attacks. Those are all my attacks. Okay. In that case, let me see. So I can't hide up here because of the windows. What about like down here? By the stairs. I'm trying to figure out where I can go.
Yeah, I mean, the problem with hiding here is it's hard to break LOS because everything is like see-through. Like you can see through those stairs, you can see through the bottoms of the gantries, you can get behind the crates and stuff like that if you wanted to, or maybe hide under the conveyor belt is an option, or even hide into a crate because they're pretty big and you're kind of a small person. But yeah, breaking line of sight around anything that is, graded is going to be difficult.
Okay, we'll hide behind this crate then, and that'll be my turn.
Give me your stealth roll, sir.
Sí, señor. Un segundo, por favor. Stealth. Anything good? 29.
That's pretty good. Yep.
Okay.
Just dips behind the crate, and anyone not
Like
on
you're
that
still
side
focusing on your pass without trace, so that's a 39.
Yeah, that's absurd. Okay, who else is next?
I think the dwarf was so excited to throw hammers. I was gonna wait until he started throwing some hammers.
I was expecting to go in initiative order, and then we didn't. But
Yeah,
considering what I had planned was a misdirect, it benefits you for me to go first. So what I'm gonna do is target this big boy, and then do I gamble level 3? I'm me, and I roll shit, so I'm gonna gamble level 2 spell slot. And we're going to cast just an oh so delicious guiding bolt, which didn't offer me the chance to upcast, which is bad.
I
But
think
I
they
will-
only offer you when it's time to roll the damage.
Maj.
Well, it did that for me. No, that's... Oh, that's the... Okay. No, I saw the 10. I was like, that's shit damage. No, it's just a shit roll. This is why I didn't gamble the 3rd level slot.
Okay, the guiding bolt with the 10 roll, and you're going for the big guy?
Yeah. It's a cool spell. I don't think I've ever hit with it.
Oh no!
Yeah, the
Is the creature surprised? Can there
It
be
is
advantage,
surprised. I
mayhaps?
would say.
Oh shit! Can I reroll some shit then?
No.
Okay, then never mind.
No.
Okay.
Hold on. Trying to think.
You hit with both your attacks anyway.
But I could
He
have
missed
gotten
one.
advantage in sharpshooter and what's the other one?
Yeah,
Backstab.
she has a point. Do it at advantage, please.
I don't need your pity.
Still
18
misses, doesn't
still
it?
misses.
Nah,
I'm sorry.
we just accept the low rolls. It's part of
Yeah.
who we are, Anita.
It's it's tough. You're
Good
small.
point.
That conveyor belt is kind
Are
of high. You have
dwarves
to angle it in
French
such a
all
way
of a
that,
sudden? What is we? What is? I don't speak that. That's
I mean,
not my
I'll
language.
scroll up and point out that you haven't rolled above 14 if you make me.
Anita's gonna kill you.
I'm
I'm
here for it.
safe on the other side of the screen.
All right. Did you have anything else to do before we move on?
No. I mean, my bonus action was making that echo that I cast the spell from.
That's it.
But
Correct. Okay. That leaves Maya and Foos.
No, it doesn't. Effie. Wait, did Effie do her?
She was the
stuff?
first one to go.
Oh, okay. I got confused because I was looking at the turn order. Okay.
I'm trying to stab that particular demon twice, and that's it. That's this guy.
Big dog? All right. Yeah, you hit with both.
No, not the big one, the little one. My spear only reaches 20 feet, so
Excuse
that's the cusp of my range.
Gotcha.
I imagine a 22 and a 29 hit, so that's the damage. And yeah,
Is
that's it.
10 plus, okay.
27.
That would put it at bloody, which means the invoice is not going to be great for Mr. Bearded Devil on the right there. Okay, excellent. And Maya, it is your turn.
Okay. She's going to, seeing as Moody's working on that one, she's actually going to work on the other one, just to make sure they fall into broken heaps. Truly focus on the big guy.
Sounds good.
So let me see. She was going to throw out the big one, but she realized there's a lot of shit around here. It might be a bad idea. Holy fuck. Spend a key point and miss again. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, that's rough. Who are you shooting at?
It doesn't matter. None of it, right? The one on the left, the wounded one on the left.
Okay. Yeah, unfortunately that does miss. Okay, so that is the end of the turn. I will grab the lovely guys, throw them into initiative here.
I hope they die because the spirit guardian thing.
They do on their turn, right? I believe
At
was
the
what
start
I
of
heard
their turn.
on the start of their turn. So yeah, one of them is gonna have a bad time.
I'm gonna try to put in a few more misses next round.
Oh, that'd be great. I'd appreciate that.
I mean, this is why I don't cast spells as a cleric. +7 is garbage. I'm gonna go back to my hammer. It's a much better odds.
This is a much better bonus.
Okay. Top of the round. Actually, does it? Oh yeah, it definitely does. Because you're part of the negative dex crew.
Negadex.
Negadex.
Dex.
Oh, the bearded actually has better. I did not know that. Moody, what's your dex?
8.
Okay,
Nice.
yep, you are where you belong. And
If you
Just-
turn on that
just-
tiebreaker thing, it'll do that automatically.
I hate it. Get those decimals out of this bitch.
Let me,
It makes me mad.
it
It's fine.
removes ever needing to ask whose dex is higher.
But it's funnier to hear who's worse.
You can see it
All right,
in the numbers.
top of the round, it is Corlin still in the top spot. This group of devils has now been horribly and violently interrupted and are currently aware that they are under attack, so they are beginning to retaliate. But you get the first move.
All right, we're gonna shoot from around the crate here. I'm assuming I have advantage because of the hiding, and we are going to try to stab the big guy again. So turn on all the good stuff, and let's pray. That's a no. Fortunately, though, I do have the skulker feat, which makes it so that I don't lose advantage if I miss.
Okay.
So try again.
Yep.
And I believe that hits.
Hey.
That does hit.
All right, so now
damage.
all the
Double
duties-
that sneak attack, baby.
Okay,
We
yeah,
love
All
rope
these
crits.
numbers.
Okay. Let's not counter chickens before they hatch here. Come on. Good shit. God damn it.
It's okay.
Was that
That's-
2-1? Oh my god.
I'm
The
sorry.
sneak
I'm
attack
sorry.
were 3 1s and 1 3.
Yep.
Wow.
You did 38 damage. You're gonna goddamn it. When I rolled with effectively a +7, I did no damage. So
Mhm.
you're fine.
That sounds like a you problem, Joe.
The
What?
dagger hits
Bad man.
right like in the fold of like where his jowl and his neck is, and just ah! What was that? And he's just like in a panic now, like he's fumbling. He's like trying to like put away the scroll he has right now. It is like clearly in a GTFO mode. Like that kind of set the tone for him. That's action. You still have bonus action movement, sir.
I still have bonus action. So let's ninja it. We're gonna do a very un-ninja-like move and run this and run this way, 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 and we're gonna jump into the crate and hide there.
What?
Okay, give me your stealth roll.
Okay, once again, I have a +10 to this, so if I roll badly here, it's not the end of the world unless it's a 1. That's a
29 with that
No,
that-
26.
26. Why do you have
Yeah.
disadvantage?
Well, no, just
Oh, he didn't have advantage. Got
Yeah.
it. All right. All right. Awesome. That is the end of your turn. The bearded devil dies from a bunch of hags and what's it called? Spiders. This one is still up, and he did have something. So he just dropped what he had. He's 2. Oh no, I'm looking at the wrong bad guy here. Too many bad guys. There he is. All right. Well, he can. Nope, he doesn't have that. You see, he goes to like reach for a weapon he doesn't have currently equipped because he's doing hard labor. And is like, ah, and is gonna try to slide across here and kind of engage in melee there. I'm gonna have him roll. He doesn't have an acrobatic stat, but he does not get advantage. I have to turn the stupid toggle off. 15. Okay, yeah, he does end up sliding across. Does a little what's it called? Dukes of Hazzard, and is going to begin to attack. He does get multi attacks. Just one with his beard, so he's going for. I clicked on the beard. Why isn't it going? If you get like 14 beard attacks, I apologize. There we go.
Looks like one's coming through now.
Oh, that's a mighty 14. I imagine that does not hit Effie. All right, and it's going to attack. It's just going to do an unarmed attack because it doesn't have a weapon right now. It was working. Yep. I don't know why I bothered. Okay, so he whiffs both of his. His friend is dead. The other one is going to begin to make his way down from. Well, I was going to say, yeah. He's probably going to burn an action just putting down what he has since he wasn't like in the thick of it. But we'll say he can move this far down. That is the end of his turn. The big guy is going to go, and he is not interested in any of you. We must secure the plans. Get the gems to safety. And is going to start to kind of run over, and let's see if he can actually climb over this. Get another edge. All right, yeah, just kind of You ever see like a round person have a level of grace where they like incorporate the round? So he just kind of rolls up to the conveyor belt and just rolls, like hip rolls onto it, and ends up rolling onto the other side, and is going over here to kind of manipulate this kind of turning wheel that's generating all this energy. But that is the end of his turn. Moody, it is yours.
Alrighty. Just double checking one thing. Okay. Yeah, we'll get rid of that little guy first. He's going to run here, so he can stab that guy. Actually, he might be able to do it from here. Oh, he can. Look at that. He can reach from here. He's just gonna stab that dude and then move afterwards. Dink dink. Oh, it's a 13. Obviously doesn't hit. Wow, that's really terrible damage. That's almost minimum damage. So 12 damage on the physical form was the bad damage, the force damage, unfortunately. But radiant was fine.
Yeah, he's really low, but it's unfortunately not enough to end him. You see him bleeding, probably from the back, right? You like stabbing people in the back with that guy, so.
All right, that's fine. But then he's going to start running after the big guy, and as he's going, he's just going to out loud be like, we probably shouldn't let him leave. So he's going to run his maximum distance of 30, and then he is going to, let me double check, make sure I'm not crazy. He's going to use his Misty Step to bonus action pop up next to him.
Okay, excellent.
And that's his turn.
All right. Excellent. That comes down to the Horned Devil, who is going to... He only do one target. Yeah, he'll just fly down. He is going to fly, which he's able to do because swings. That's going to kind of hang above the area and fly to about here. So I'm just going to give him a little up arrow, kind of denoting where he is. So he's flying, and he is going to... He's about, I'd say, probably like 30 feet in the air, and he's going to hurl a fireball or a flame at the spellcaster on the target of the group, which he is not a fan of. So unfortunately, have that incoming. Does a 27 hit?
Oh,
Yeah, it does.
All right. You take wow, I rolled real well on that. It's 46 fire damage, so you take 21 fire damage from the hurled bolt of fire that it just kind of manifests and throws back at you, or throws down at you, and is beginning to kind of survey the field, and is gonna stop there. What is it? Nope, can't see it. Okay. All right, that is the end of its turn. Brannigan, it is yours.
All right. Am I able to get on top? Well, I don't really know. How would the Echo get on top of this conveyor belt? Do I have to do a thing, or can I just get up there?
I mean, he can climb up there. It's fine. It's a
All
bit
right.
of a climb because he's a dwarf and it's not made for
There's
dwarf
no
people.
there. I don't know if that gives me advantage or not, but I'm gonna swing at the guy next to me.
Okay. Where are...
I think he should get disadvantage because he's moving on a conveyor belt.
Is the conveyor belt moving?
The conveyor belt is moving.
Oh, there's a good point. All right. Well, here's some
But you've
cheese
never
for you.
thrown things on a treadmill before?
Here's some
Fine.
cheese for you. If I leave his range via conveyor belt, it was not my movement, so there should not be.
Opportunity to
Opportunity.
attack. This is true.
Is this conveyor belt going very fast, or is he like, goodbye?
You just tell
Uh,
me if I can
it's
ride
not-
it to here.
Yeah, it's not going that fast. I'd say it's probably moving like 20 feet around, I would say. It's not enough to throw these crystals off of it, during the
All right. Well,
the,
am I affected? Is the
journey.
conveyor belt affecting my swing before I go?
as long as you go ahead of it, so you can time the swing as you go by, that's fine. But if you go like right on him, then yeah, I'm gonna say you have a very finite amount of time to like swing and.
I mean, if it's gonna fuck with it, I will just have swung before I moved.
Okay,
We'll just not worry about it.
sounds good. That being said,
Let's go.
are you going to try to stop yourself from falling off of this?
I'm swinging. I'm gonna go over the other side. I'm just swinging before I move.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So, and then hopping over. Give me
Yeah.
an athletics or acrobatics.
Nice.
Excellent. Yeah, no problem. Yep.
All right. I'm assuming 23 hits.
23 absolutely hits. Yes, sir. Give me
Okay.
some.
The 6 doesn't happen because I did not throw it because he was right next to me. But 18 damage.
18's more than enough for this heavily wounded bearded devil. How do you want to do this?
Perfect. Basically, it's swinging sideways as I leave. I'm just like, I don't have time for you. I just don't want to take the hit.
Excellent. So just clack and just
Uh,
drops to the floor.
I want to get up on this table. And then with 15 feet of my movement, I'm one in front of the door. Okay, I'm going to swap. And honestly, I could bother putting it in the same place, but at the end of the turn, the thing's going to vanish because it's going to be too far away from me, and that's fine. Real quick, at a glance, does this gem look like a gem, or does it look like a thing that if I were to throw a hammer at it, it would explode?
Now that you have a closer look, if you look inside the gem itself, there seems to be like swirling energies kind of.
That feels like what I'm
inside
at.
of it.
Whether or not anything happens, that's enough for me to say I'm going to throw my hammer at it.
Oh no.
Excellent.
Oh,
That
God.
hits.
I'm gonna
Um,
study that
If the
shit.
damage matters. There's 3 of them.
Okay.
Oh dear.
All right.
Mauricio didn't use her AoE because she was afraid that the gems would blow up.
All right. Give me. I need a dexterity save from you and Moody and
Yep, there it is.
the big frog guy and.
And
This
the
is,
demon?
yeah, I'll say the horn devil has to roll too.
I'm a little bit sad for Moody. I was prepared to take the hit. I was hoping
That's
it wasn't
fine.
that
No,
big.
don't worry about it. That's why we here, baby. Okay, no. I will never pass a dexterity save on this character.
You watch as your bearded cleric launches his hammer right at this lovely crystal there, and it just detonates as shards of the crystal go everywhere. This kind of bluish magical combination of like electricity and fire just kind of erupts from this area. You guys are unfortunately going to take some damage. So it is. I had to pull this up because I didn't think you were going to detonate it. It's 48 fire and 48 electricity
I like it.
for lightning damage.
Roll high.
So that's a total
Thank
of 39 damage to those who failed, which everyone outside of the Horned Devil did, unfortunately. So
Which one is
do that.
which for the fire and lightning?
the first one is fire, second is lightning.
Okay, so I take half of fire, so that's 32 damage. Oh, convenient. I had 132 health. That's easy math.
The frog guy's like, "Ah, you fool! What are you doing? Are you trying to get us all killed?"
Not just you. That's me.
Mauricio's just gonna be like, "Stop it."
All right, excellent. Do you have anything else you want to do on your turn, sir?
No, I'm happy.
All right, excellent.
Throw with hammer. I'm happy.
Yo, Effie, it is your turn.
I may have lied.
Mmm.
I may have lied.
Yes.
Do you want to do something else? Go for it.
I do. I lied again. I can't because of how I did my turn. Continue. I was like, oh shit, I meant to do a thing. I can't do the thing. I lied about lying. I'm sorry for the interruption. You may continue.
Excellent.
That Effie's. It's gonna be real simple for Effie. This Nurglid is trying to get away, so Effie's gonna try and make that not happen. She's gonna use the dash action. Try to slide under some conveyor belts because she's small. And land right here. Yeah, is there any place like in this area that I could possibly get cover from a fire slinging horned devil? Ooh, could I
Behind-
like hang out under the conveyor belt so
you could. You
there's no
absolutely
line of
could.
sight?
So it wouldn't hit you. Yep. That could
Okay.
absolutely work.
I'm underneath that. Can I like crouch down here and just like still be standing? I feel like I would definitely be prone underneath there.
You would be technically prone at that point. If anyone's trying to melee you, they'd get advantage because you're
Yeah.
you're like bear crawling pretty much down there. But
That's super fair, but I'm not too worried about the bearded devils. So I'll hang out here. Let me just make sure that the big one is still in my range, and they are. Perfect. That's my turn. Positioning.
awesome. Effie, I will say, as probably the only Arcane Aligned person who comes in here, as you come into like the aftermath of this explosion, you smell and feel ozone kind of in the air. You taste it on your tongue, and your call to magic seems a bit stronger. It's hard to explain, but it feels like almost as if you were on a ley line, if you were on some font of power. It is rapidly fading, so you don't think that's going to be around for much, but it feels like when you reach out to like your font of power, it's just it feels that much stronger at the moment. All right, that is in your turn, Mauricio.
All right, Merciel is going to begin by using the key points of bonus action dash and slide under the conveyor belt if she can.
Sounds good.
Do I need a roll or anything?
Yeah, you're a monk. You're good.
Okay.
I
And
assume you're
then
not going to
she's-
brain yourself in the process of sliding, so you'll be all right.
Then she's going to use the rest of her movement to run up to the conveyor belt and then air Jordan over it because monks have stupid jumping shit.
Yep.
And just come down with a dump with her staff on his head and start
Go for it.
moving.
Yep. I made the dwarf roll because that the conveyor belt is like like shoulder height for him, so he had to like get a leg over. But yeah, give me some rolls. Give me some attack rolls.
Yeah, she's gonna NBA
Advantage
style.
because of flanking.
Absolutely advantage because of flanking. Correct.
Yep.
Thank you.
She's gonna she's coming down with an NBA jam style. So it's a super jump. What? Let's hope it hits because that's a lot of effort.
Yep, those both hit. Give me some damage.
Not only am I gonna give you some damage, I'm gonna give you some extra damage. She's putting force charges on both of those. So altogether, she's putting 2 charges on each swing. So in total, that's gonna be 46 force.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's my turn.
Very nice. Yeah, just what the, get them out of here. He's just like he's surrounded. He just got blown up. He's not having a good time. All right, excellent. That's the end of your turn. Corlin,
Thanks,
is yours.
buddy.
All right. So, a question, sir. How high is this devil man flying?
He's about 30-ish feet in the air, I'd say.
Ooh, okay. What's I gotta find the hypotenuse on this shit. Okay. What is that? What's 60 squared? 360? Okay.
I think it's 3,600.
Oh, you're right. Okay, so range is 30. It's gonna be about 50 feet, I think. Total of where I can hit it.
Are you triangulating your range?
Yes.
Excellent.
All right. So yeah, my range is about 50 feet. That's as far as I can hit if something's flying 30 feet in the air. So yes, I can hit this man from here. Second question, Nenners, would that
Yes.
man count as being in melee?
No.
Oh no. Okay. In that situation, let's try. We're gonna do some cheating of the rules here. We're gonna swing upon the horned devil because we have advantage because we were hidden, and we're gonna try and see what we get here. Okay. Are the cards?
Yeah, that hits. That
Fantastic.
definitely hits.
Fantastic. So take that shit.
Take that
28. 28. Nice.
Yeah, you watch as the blade just kind of arcs in and hits him, and then You watch as the eye contact, clever, and kind of spins his spear.
All right,
You have
now, so
another swing, right?
I got another swing and I got bonus. So, question: the frogman, he is engaged in melee, is he not?
He is absolutely engaged in melee.
Oh, glorious. Okay, so we're going to reposition and not reposition. I mean, we're going to change targets here for a second. I believe I should be able to hit him from here. My range is 60. Yes, it is. So we're going to swing upon the frogman, just in case he's messing with some shit over there. I don't want him to get whatever he's trying to do done. So we'll keep on the sharpshooter because I got advantage and take that off. Swing. That's an 18. Let me spend the point there. Turn that into a 25 minus 5. Does a 20 hit?
20 does hit.
Glorious. Okay. Take that.
All right.
And okay, now we are going to book it and try to hide somewhere else. So, where is a good line of sight that we can break here? Okay. How dumb would it be to run back to the other box I was at?
You have a horned devil who is absolutely tracking your movements at the moment, so it depends on who you want to be hidden from. Because if it's the frog guy, he looks like he's busy with two guys flanking him and then trying to deal with whatever mechanism he has. So his attention on you is minimal.
All right, we're gonna jump over here. Not on the railing. It's like within those boxes right there.
Okay. Yep.
And
Give me your stealth roll.
Yes, sir. Un segundo. And stealth.
Excellent.
That is
All right,
a 21. Sorry, I forgot to take off the...
That's a 38
Yeah.
or 31, whatever.
31, yes.
Yep, just disappears. I will say, I know it's the start of the round, and I probably should have done this at the end of the round, but let's take a break, because by the time we get through it, our bladder people will probably be hurting. So take your break, come back in, 10-ish minutes. We suck at actually taking breaks.
That bladder joke is rude, but also true. So I
Okay, some people got small bladders. It is what it is. And we have to respect their needs or deal with a mess. So we'll go on bladder break, and we'll be back in 10 minutes ish.
We'll be back. Bye.
And we're back. There's
Sup?
5 from the bladder break. I'm just gonna swap on back over to here. All right, excellent. It is the one. What's it called? Turn. Because you just went, so it's Bearded Devil. He is.
Oh, hold on. Let me roll damage.
Correct. Absolutely. And I gotta make saves. Bearded Devil. That's a 17. Just missed it. All right. So he takes that lovely 17 damage. His friend, Mr. Frogboy.
Ooh.
Ooh, right.
Yeah, that's Yep. So they both take that damage. The frog like, where are these spiders coming from? And it's like this is like trying to like get them off him. But yes, well done. That guy is still up. He is going to try to beard you there, and then try to punch you because he doesn't have a weapon. Hashtag unarmed workforce. It's a 19 hit.
I have to say that I am prone right now,
Oh, that's correct. So it is an advantage.
so you can get me with advantage.
That's okay. 19 is as good as it's gonna get apparently for that one.
So a 19 would hit if I did not use shield as my reaction.
Excellent. All right, and it is going to try to just punch you, I guess, because it doesn't. Oh shit! It's a 23 hit.
A 23 breaks through my shield.
Oh, no. Misses with the beard, gets you with the right hook. I have to custom damage this because he doesn't have unarmed damage. Lol. Alright. And then
Yeah,
I'll
it
just-
should be like 1 plus strength mod or d4 plus strength.
Yeah.
And you like crit, so that can be 9 or
10.
Well, no, you don't multiply the +3. So
That's what we like to call big damage.
that's a 7 on a crit.
Strong.
honestly, they're not used to like
I'm gonna
hitting
go
with
grind
their
a corner
fists.
after this, but yeah, yeah.
I kind of want it to be like they punch and they're not used to like punching things and they just like hurt their hand a little bit and that's sort of the radiant damage. But yeah, let me roll a con save right quick. There we go.
No problem.
Very nice.
All right. Excellent. Frogman is going to go. He is very hurt and not happy to be here. You watch as he takes like a kind of he's like rummaging through, like trying to get some spiders at the same time, like pulls out what looks like kind of like a telescopic rod that he just immediately opens and is jamming into the one of the kind of open orifices here, like or like sockets, basically into this particular thing. And you watch as like all this kind of lightning begins to arc through, and he's trying to aim it. I need
Yeah,
Moody-
Leonard,
yes.
I have a question. You've been beating his ass the whole time he's been trying to operate this device. Should he have to roll some, or is he having trouble aiming at us? Should be this?
I mean, he took some whacks, but he's not getting whacked currently.
Okay.
Um,
Except he is. Because of the hags.
And the spiders.
and the spiders.
Thank you.
I need a dexterity save from Moody and Effie, if you don't mind, as he's attempting to basically guide what is a lightning bolt your
Oh my
way.
god, I passed a fucking
Do
thing.
do I have any cover? Because they are very tall and I'm underneath of a thing.
Unfortunately, you're basically in like a very conductive area. So if
That's
anything,
so
it
true,
hurts you.
bestie. That's fine.
But you do get Moody's aura for your
You're here
Thing
talking
over
like you
here.
can't pass deck saves. You got +5.
At 4. Yeah, I have been
his
rolling
aura.
7s and lower.
A -2 over here. You can pass for days.
Yeah, it's because of my aura and shield master, which if a 19 passes, which I hope it does, I'll use my reaction to take no damage from my shield master.
Sure. Give me just a second. Because this does not want to roll for some reason, despite me clicking it. Oh boy. And now it doesn't want to load. Okay, come on, be nice to me. It's like a... Alright, I'm just going to have to roll this naturally. This is a pain. I don't want to wait for the stupid thing to load. Alright, so you both passed your deck saves, and I believe it's half on Lightning Bolt, so it should be whatever, 86, and divided by 2s.
Damn.
That's
No, that was
46. Look at that.
Yep.
Turns out if you roll a 46-sided die 8 times, you can do some damage.
Do some huge
Yeah.
damage. Yeah, that's some good. I got some good ones. I got 2 40s. That's great.
How'd you get 2 40s and 2 4s?
It's just who I am. So 23 divided by 2 rounded down is 11. So you guys take 11 lightning damage as like he just kind of haphazardly arcs it. You guys get the hell out of dodge as the lightning bolt kind of arcs through, and is gonna start.
Shield master work?
I'm sorry.
Does the shield master work for Moody?
absolutely should.
Yeah, it should.
Mhm.
So, yeah, you add your. That's what.
Well,
why
no, you
his save was so
use
high.
your reaction to take no damage if you succeed the saving throw.
Yes. So you were taking no damage, I assume.
Yeah. Yeah.
Excellent.
That's what I was doing.
All right. Good. Does anybody here speak Infernal? Or,
Just Effie.
I'm sorry.
Effie.
Just Effalicious.
All right. You do hear what sounds like 3 turns to the left, 2 turns to the right. I just gotta push, pull, and like he's like walking himself through like a procedure he's gonna try to do. But that is the end of his turn. Medea, it is yours.
Okay. I'm just gonna double check one thing once again. Doesn't say anything about the size of the creature for telekinetic shove. So before I do that, though, I'm gonna I know the conveyor belt is there, and I guess I probably couldn't push him beyond that, right?
I mean, he would have to like lift him. Up
Yeah,
and
to
onto
get
the
him to go
conveyor
that
belt,
way.
yeah.
Like, if I used shove attacks, could I do that? Like, would that be a higher DC, I guess? Like, I guess I'm asking if it's possible, or if it's, like, probably not.
What's your strength? Because he's a big boy.
Moody's a strong boy. He's got a 20 strength, yo.
Okay. Shove attacks onto the conveyor belt. I mean, get the top half of him on there. He's kind of towering over it. Yeah, what the hell? Yeah, if you land the shove attack, go for it.
All right, sounds good. So yeah, I'm going to use both of my attacks then to attempt to shove him, and that's kind of like... I'm going to flavor it as him, like, scooping the ether spear, like, under him and trying to just fucking tip him over. So I believe those are 2 contested athletics checks.
Yep. Let me get
Alright.
his...
Oh, God. Jesus Christ.
Is a natural 4 for 13.
Oh, don't worry. I haven't yet to roll. You said
Oh,
athletics. He does not have athletics.
Yeah, that's good.
As 6
Oh,
plus
good.
4 for 10.
Fantastic. Okay, so would he need to pass both to do it, or is one shove enough, would you say?
I mean, I think the key that's helping you is this is basically knee height for him because he's tall.
Okay, yeah.
so
I
like
can,
you're
topple
kind
him.
of using it as like a trip effect. When you push him over, he can't backpedal to compensate, and he just falls in the thing.
Okay,
So
so
yeah.
he'll knock him back that way, and then he'll step in front of it. He'll take his second attack to just attack. Is he's not prone or anything, right? This is just a regular attack, I would assume. I don't know. I'm just asking. I have no idea. This is conveyor belt, some weird shit.
It's like he's prone, but he's currently moving.
Yeah, I know. It's so weird.
Well, just
I think it's a
call
flat roll.
it
it's fine.
even. Yeah, just give it a flat.
You're good. There
yeah,
you go.
preference, yeah.
So take that damage as well, and then he is going to. Let me see. use my bonus action as my shield master to push him back another 5 feet. So we'll trip him onto the conveyor belt, stab him, and then with my shield push him off the other side.
You try to push him off the other side.
Yes, he goes over there.
And you hear like he lands in this like, because he's now covered in blood and not doing so well. But you hear this kind of sickeningly wet, like just like you took a handful of ground beef and just slammed it into the floor. Like that sound is what you get when he lands. And he's like, "Help me, you winged idiot! The master, he's going to kill us all."
Hey, Ners, can I ask you a very important question?
What's that?
When he got shield master pushed out of her range,
You cannot get an opportunity attack.
Damn.
Like, we know this. I just like the question you're asking is anyway. After he pushes him off to the other side, he's just gonna say, he's back in play, boys, and then that's it. That's the end of his turn.
All right. The Horned Devil is, well, kind of doesn't like what he's seeing right now.
Is the Horned Devil you in this analogy?
Fuck you, sir. Fuck you. He is. What is he gonna? He's trying to go out the window, I guess. He is going to fly over here. He's going to make a melee attack on the. One melee attack on the window, but he will throw a fireball on his way out towards the paladin. Doesn't hit because it's a fucking 3. And he will use remaining. How much movement does he have left to use here? His remaining 5. So he's gonna go and smashes the window. And you see kind of like this weird bluish. It's not even a sky. It's like it's almost like the inside of like a blue and black marble. And he smashes the window, and you feel some of the air in here kind of like pushes some of the shards out, and he flies out. He's only 5 feet outside the window because that's his max movement, but he's on the other side of the glass pane at the moment. That is the end of his turn. Brannigan, it is yours.
And the strong guy is very unhelpfully prone now, it sounds like.
He's prone pretty much at your feet, though, yes.
All right.
All right, so here's the weird thing, right? How would you rule this? If somebody is basically 10 by 10, right? He's a round boy, and he's prone. Why would you get it, like, you know what I'm saying? He's still thick, right? Like, it's not like you have to go an extra 3 feet to hit him on the ground.
You're swinging at a barn.
Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, you can swing. Yeah, do whatever you want to do, but I always find that funny. You're in melee range anyway.
Well, yeah, that's the problem. I don't want to be. He's perfectly within throwing range of my hammer. Now he's all up in my business and disadvantage if I throw.
Well, move those dwarven legs, boy.
I'll get an op attack, but I guess it'll be a disadvantage. But then I guess I'm just gonna hop down and fucking swing the hammer normal style, because that's the only thing that's gonna be good here.
Okay.
2 of those.
Those both obviously hit.
Ignore the second damage, so 12 and 16.
How would you like to kill your second devil of the night?
Nice.
Or of the session, I should say.
Essentially, it's 2 rapid strokes. The first one parts the roundy, fleshy bits, like in a ripple. And then just on like the valley, like the trough of the wave, just see bone and be like, there it is. Boom.
Ooh.
And I say, no! And then as like you hit him, it's kind of this horrible, deflating, gassy sound, like a giant whoopee cushion kind of deflating. And it doesn't leave a very good odor. But after a few minutes, you have basically a deflated and now kind of melting into a puddle corpse of a devil frog.
Tell me this. If I go 20 feet next to Mauricio, could I, with the height difference being there, could I still get my guy Echo up onto this balcony?
Yeah, I as much as I appreciate Kit's geometry mid-game, I don't expect that from players. So if it's
Cool.
roughly over there, it's magic. It's fine. You can Just
then with
get
a
there.
bonus action, we're gonna make an echo. And because I now have an echo and I took the attack action, I can knock off one of the uses of my Unleash Incarnation to attack again. And we'll throw a hammer at this guy flying out the window.
Nice.
That hits. Give me some damage.
25.
Excellent. You hear the as it's trying to like fly away,
And
but
then
that is a good chunk of damage.
we're gonna action surge.
Oh, let's
And
go.
throw 2 more hammers.
Yes.
He had some loot done.
Hey, we'll take it. We will take it.
Oh my god.
And do less damage than the normal fucking hit because crit rules are stupid.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's me we're talking about, but we'll use
Those are
Unleash
full
Incarnation one more
ones.
time.
Yeah.
And then
Come on, let's go. Oh.
nope. You should never action search. It's garbage and stupid, just like Guiding Bolt.
Bro, if you were in this room, I'd give you a hug. I'm sorry.
It's the worst.
Um,
And I'm sorry, anyone who feels it's poor sportsmanship. I have to get the venom out of my head, otherwise it will poison my soul.
no,
I've now said the thing, and I'm fine, and low rolls are part of it.
excellent. Look at you being all mature and stuff.
I don't want to be. I want to have a tantrum.
Effie, it is your turn. Oh, yeah, it's your turn. Sorry.
Vibes. Yeah, Fuck, it's getting away, huh? I don't want it to get away. We can do something to it. Gosh.
I
What do I
get it.
wanna
I thought
do?
4 hammer hits would do something. I only got 1.5.
Also, Nenders, that bearded devil next to Effie, is that one dead?
No, it's still alive.
Okay, because I think you skipped its turn, or maybe I missed it.
No,
I
it
don't know.
punched her in the face.
No.
Didn't it?
Punch
Oh,
her
okay,
in the
okay,
face.
never mind. Never mind. Then I guess it was so quick, I forgot. I don't see it on the initiative turns. That's why I was worried. But anyway, yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
You remember he critted? It was a horrible hit.
7 damage on the crit.
Yes, exactly.
You could be explaining 2 different men right now.
Oof. I think like I kind of want to like okay, Paladin, Moody, can you reach with your magic stick to like hit that horn devil before they fly away? Is that a possibility?
I would say just from like body language alone, Effie would see that Moody looks like he is going to pursue, for sure.
Bets.
He's doing some math.
Yeah, he's
All
upset.
right. Like, I am going to trust that you can get there. And I'm going to hold my action to channel divinity path to the grave. So that when Moody is about to hit next, oh wait, let me click path to the grave, make sure I'm like able to, oh no, 30 feet? That's awful. How many feet can I get? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
You can make it. Oh, actually, you're just short. I think if you scooch up one more. Oh no, I guess it has to be like in the gear.
Yeah, that's
30?
fine. That's fine.
Can I make it?
Like I said, we're not factoring in geometry, especially with magic. That's a straight line. So, it's fine. It's fine. You're
Vibes. I'm gonna take an opportunity attack. An attack from my ops.
He's gonna try to punch you again. Which is
So fair, bestie.
proceed.
You tried it, my guy.
There's a little bit of hesitance because his hand's still stinging. And that's
Yeah.
probably what cost him the swing.
I think I just like look over there and I'm just like, not worth it. Let me go. And I go over and I am ready to path the grave when Moody goes up to swing. And that's my turn.
Okay, excellent. Medicil, it is your turn.
Immediately, she's just like, no. And there throws the burst, not even at him directly, but out the window so it doesn't catch Brannigan in the radius. But that 150, she doesn't even have to move. She is going to put 3 key points on it because she feels that if he escapes, that's bad. And she's actually hoping that whatever that is in the atmosphere detonates on him, just like the gems did. So let me go ahead and roll that. I have a 3 on there. That's... Hold on. Yeah. Each point I spend increases the damage by 2d6. Oh, that's 8d6. All right, cool. So all that radiant, and that's 3 1s. Exciting.
That's there's a save, right?
Yes.
Constitution saving throw.
Connie. Okay, it's not technically magic. That's a
Ooh.
22.
Oh, that's a con save. That's very nice.
Yeah, I'm
Good job.
sorry.
It's a strong con
No,
save.
it's cool. She's gonna spend her next key point and kind of move around Moody, kind of like, excuse me, pardon me, and launch a radiant shot at this dude. So here you go.
Oh, the other one.
Oh god, I don't know why I rolled advantage, but it was terrible anyway. That's my turn.
I'm so sorry. All right, Corlin, it is yours.
Okay, question time. Can I use monk bullshit to jump on this what's it called? This conveyor belt and then jump up here?
You can literally run up walls.
What's your? Yeah, probably. Onto if that's like 20-ish feet, that's like 5. It's like a 10-foot vert, like 12 maybe, but round down. Plus.
I love that when you're talking to me, geometry suddenly matters. Okay.
No, because you're fucking doing geometrical shit, man. Get out of here.
I'm messing
If
with
you wanted to hop over
Relax.
there and stab somebody over there, I'd tell you yes or no. But this is all like.
I'm messing with
There's
you.
rules
Relax,
for
relax,
this.
relax. You're the DM. You do what you want. Man.
Yeah, fine. Yeah, that's fine. The more I think about it, it's like 10 feet plus like your reach. You'd be fine. Yeah. You give me an acrobatics to see if you pull it off, but it's possible.
All right. So let's see if I fall on my face right here. So acrobatics at normal. Santa Maria de Guadalupe. 14.
Not great. Roll me a d20. See if you can recover.
Oh, goddamn. Okay. Roll 1d20. 15.
Oh, all
I'm
right.
not gonna lie, I was kind of hoping you'd brain yourself and then get like pushed along the conveyor. The look is just KO'd on it. But you jump, you barely, like it's fingertips climber style. Like you get the ledge before you miss it. And the D20 was to see if you could like, use your momentum to swing back up, because I think your strength is trash. So if I'm not
It is.
mistaken, so you would have to use like your momentum to get up at another
I
way.
barely caught Maya. Yeah, that one time she fell off the carriage.
Yeah, that was spicy. So you are now on the gantry or whatever the heck you want to call it, up there.
Okay. So one more question: how much movement would I have left, or that all, or is that everything?
That does take up. I would say that's everything between running, jumping, pulling yourself up. I think that is very generous. Everything.
Oh shit. Okay. Let me see then. What can I do? I think that's my range on this guy though. That's 65 feet. Shit. Oh, okay. I'm a dumbass. I should have tried using my.
I mean, you give yourself the 5. You're not going to put yourself in a position where you couldn't hit them, right?
Okay.
Like it's a diagonal right off the bat, so it doesn't. Think it's
Okay. Okay.
You're not
Sweet then.
cheesing. That's fine.
All right then. So we are going to try to hit the man. We are. I'm assuming I don't have an advantage from hiding in the shadows anymore because I just came out. So
Not after your hands clang on the thing, like you having to swing up there. Yeah.
All right. In that case, one moment. I am going to bonus action steady aim, and we are going to try to hit the man from here. Part of the cards and all that. So
I don't
let's.
think you can steady aim if you move.
Yeah, steady aim, you have to hold still. Steady aim is your
Oh.
bonus action to literally
Oh.
sit there and attack.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, I can't do it if I move. Never mind. All right, so let's try and hit the man then by normal shit then.
Just sharpshooter. You can't miss when you're sharpshooter because you're you.
No, I gotta take off the good shit. Otherwise, Food will be like, "Oh no, this guy. Yeah, no, they only do that when you have advantage and all that shit."
What?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Me?
Don't worry about it. 18. I'm assuming it does not hit.
All the drama and then 18.
What about a 20?
20 still misses, unfortunately.
God fucking damn it. Okay. Do it again.
Yeah.
23.
That hits.
And since I used a key point bonus one, 14 misses. Okay.
Give me some notes.
Oof.
That's not a sharpshooter. It's not a sharpshooter.
It isn't a sharpshooter, but
Yeah.
the 10 damage. Okay, yeah.
Nor does it a sneak attack.
So-
Sorry.
Miss. Hit. Miss as these daggers are going.
You take 12
Oh.
damage.
Your guys' heads. Yep, good stuff. All right, that is the end of your turn, I assume, because you're out of pretty much everything. Moody,
Yes,
it
I
is
am.
yours.
Okay. Very.
Oh shit, the bearded dude has to go. That's okay. We'll go after you.
Oh no, he can go. Go ahead. He would go before me anyway. My dex is trash.
Okay.
Fuck that
Oh, you know what? I don't think he likes what he sees either. I'm gonna have him roll real quick.
bitch. Is he gonna Wile E. Coyote jump through the window with his silhouette? As
Nope. He's gonna try to GTFO, so he's just gonna burn his action and make it for the elevator. He's not rounding that corner to catch a beating from the three of the melee cats over there. He wanted to chase the wizard, but she's got help. All right, that is the end of his turn. Now it's yours.
Okay. He's gonna be like, can someone get that before we go? Thanks. He's gonna. Oh man, fucking Brannigan, your echo is like taking up actual space, right?
Technically, yeah.
Okay. So Moody's gonna have to like scooch in over there, essentially. All right, so he's gonna run up to here and then use his bonus action to Misty Step up to the top, just so he can. Oh, actually, wait, can he reach from there? No, right? No. Yeah. Okay, he'd have to Misty Step. All right, so he's Misty stepping up to the top, and I believe we have a path to the grave that's being landed.
F uses a reaction to do the path of the grave.
There it is.
It's a lot of text, but I'm pretty sure at the end of it, the text says, whatever damage for the next instance of damage, it's 2 times that damage.
So
I
if you
will
could
click
fit in
the
max smite, that'd be great.
I know, I'm so scared now. Like, what if I roll like 2 4s?
You saw my action surge and guiding bolt. You can't be worse.
Don't say that out loud. All right. Yeah, there it is. The next time
Cursed
you or an ally of yours hits the cursed creature with an attack, the creature has vulnerability to all of the attack's damage, and then the curse ends. All right.
That is
Whew.
legit.
Here we go. All the money, baby. Oh, okay.
Those both hit.
Sweet.
21 just.
How about a little fuck you? And I'm cause does he look hurt very much or no?
He was hurt. He got hit by a hammer a couple of times, a dagger. He got hit by something else. So
Yeah,
he
like
wasn't
he-
like bloody, but he wasn't great either.
He wasn't bloody. Okay.
Yeah.
If he wasn't bloody, Moody is gonna try and make sure the job gets done. So we're gonna put a 3rd level smite on that. So we're gonna get an extra 5d8 on top of the regular damage, which could, because that fucking 1d8 just straight up betrayed me. So here's the rest. So there's 22 attached to the 13, right?
35, 70 damage.
30,
No big
70
deal.
damage. Yeah, 70 damage in that shot, and then take another 14 on top of that for 84 points of damage.
Just cool 84.
Just a cool 84.
Let me do some math.
Oh man.
Minus that, it is super hurt.
Oh,
Those,
fuck.
it is not long for this world.
Oh, god damn it.
It is,
okay.
yeah, that was a lot, but it's a beefy boy. He's a high level, and you would know he's
Fuck
a
you,
high.
Nanners.
upper
No,
high.
I'm putting another smite on
So-
that. I hit him twice. Here's another smite.
You hitting the spike. Okay.
Here's another smite.
Okay.
This one's just going to be a level 1, though. So that means
It's been a while since I got a proper fuck you, Nanners. All right.
Yes,
back.
correct. So this is 2d8, I guess, right? Because it's 1d8 regularly, and then
It's
1
2d8
extra
regularly.
It's
Oh, it's 2d8 regularly.
I
I'm
love
looking
how
at the wrong
marshals
device.
have the
Fine,
most like
correct.
complicated math.
3d8, an extra 3d8 for you. There you go. Here's another 13.
And that's
points
times
for you.
2, right?
No, it's just the
No,
first.
no, no, because that's
This
for the
is the first
second
one.
jam.
Okay,
Second
got
shot.
it.
Yeah.
84. So it's 97 damage.
He had
altogether.
11 hit
97.
points left.
Oh,
Had his moody would have killed
Jesus. I would like to know, Effie, what does your path to the grave look like? What does the curse look like as it like takes hold of this thing?
like, I'm sorry.
Kind of a tag team.
Did we do it? Did we,
did.
like? Yes.
Tag team.
Awesome. Gosh. What does the path to the grave look like? I think that with this, it is like mimicking a channel divinity. It has a different name. It's an arcane channel arcana, I think. But I think with this, it is very like specifically a Mistra thing. Like, I think as soon as the spell goes off, not spell, but magical effect, there are 7 stars that sort of like encircle this creature, and like a mist that like comes out and surrounds it. And it makes stabbies hurt more. It makes stabbies and light hurt a lot more. And that's how we do it together. It's like a big target with Mistra's holy symbol.
Love it. Once he gets to the top, he takes his 2 swings, and I think the first one he was going for money, so it's probably like a back of the head shot that I imagine goes through part of his neck and kind of like whirls him around. And for the second shot with him facing him, Moody will just take a second and be like, feel the weight of your sins and all the terrible things you've done and blah, blah, blah. I hope this pain you feel even in the hells. And the last shot, he'll stab him straight through the chest.
Does Moody actually say blah, blah, blah? Or
Yeah, he genuinely does. That is in character, blah, blah, blah.
perfect.
As the blade goes through, you also see the stars flare as like your first blade goes, like the first strike goes through it. It's like, to use the proverbial hot knife through butter, it's like no resistance. And you know there should be because it's a devil, but it just goes straight through. But with that, it just watches his wings instantly slump. The whole body slumps as it just begins to fall. Clearly dead, and its body it's kind of gross because it begins to dissolve as it falls, so it just kind of becomes goop as it's like whoever's at the bottom of this is going to have a bad day, but he is absolutely
Quick
dead.
question.
Yes.
I know the Nurglid was looking like reaching for blueprints. Was there anything in this guy's hands, or was he just?
There was nothing in his hands. He looked like
Okay.
kind of an
That's
asshole
fine.
overseer, like I'm just making sure all the work gets done.
Okay.
Kind of situation.
No problem. I was gonna attempt some cheese, but doesn't seem to be needed. So yeah, all done.
Okay. All right, Horn Devil is off the team. All right, I will say, give me one more round of initiative. I don't imagine this guy's going to live too long, but yeah. What are we doing with the runner here?
Do I gotta make a check to get over the conveyor belt?
Due to your size, unfortunately, yes. I mean, you could crawl under it. Could crawl under it if you want, but it will
I'll
take a
crawl
little
under
bit of your speed. Okay.
Do dwarves crawl though?
Yeah, you just.
We don't crawl into the mountain. We dig a damn hole and walk.
Exactly. That's what I'm asking, man.
All right. Well, you vault over it with ease with your athleticism. No problem.
25 gets me to just above the diamond. Then as a bonus action, we put a duplicate here. And then we take our throws from the duplicate.
That's nice.
And we do 2 of those.
Nice.
Nice.
Give me some damage.
So that's 17 and that's 20. So 37.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's 19, fam.
That
That's
is
this 19 and 20. So that's better numbers than I said.
Anita with the quick math.
39.
How would you like to kill this
Oh,
terrified running?
So I throw the first one, it bonks off the back of his head, and when it comes back, I throw intentionally wide so he looks back at me. I just show him his reflection in the shield, and to quote a friend of mine, but in this voice, "This is what a bitch looks like." And then when it comes back, it just knocks his head in the back of the head into the dirt.
Well done.
Yes.
Excellent. That was amazing. All right. This brings the battle to a conclusion. You have successfully murdered everybody in this room.
That's what we like.
How would you like to proceed? I will say you guys are watching these crystals come out at a rate of probably like 1 a minute. It slowed down a little bit. I think after you would probably know because you're directly under the damn thing, but it did slow down a little bit when the I want to say Nurgling so bad. The Nurglid tapped into its power, but beyond that, it is these crystals keep seeming to be manufactured here.
If there are legitimately blueprints on this table, I would like to look at them.
There are 100%.
Yeah, Effie will take one of the orbs off of the table to ponder for later, and we'll just
These
grab.
are huge. They're like legit, like very large.
Do we
Are they
have one of
they
holding?
see on the maps, or are they like 5 feet? Like in
Yeah, they're like I would probably say like
voice?
maybe 3 cubic feet.
That.
Like
We'll
big.
take one off of the conveyor belt for later, and in the right now, just take any of the stuff that the Nurglid was like getting, and just like try to read what they were trying to do.
Roll me a d6, please.
Nanners, why?
Because you touch something with your hands.
When you touch the crystal, you immediately feel a surge of magical energy coming into you. You regained a 2nd level slot, and if you are at max, it overcharges it, so you have over your maximum level of spells.
Oh my god, it's the fruit.
Okay.
That sounds so cool. Can I continue touching the crystal
Like the
and
fruit.
continue getting this?
You
Getting
can
the
feel
food.
that like after you've first off it feels good, but it's like how do I explain this? It's definitely there's a tax on your body for this, and you're not gonna pay it right. Like if you could feel like okay, that you gotta breathe through it. You know you're good, but you could also feel that this is. Give me an Arcana check, if you don't mind, because I imagine you would probably instinctually make one after this happens.
I will say, Moody was gonna come down to like high five you basically for the like awesome tag team, but when he sees that, he's just gonna lean over and be like, "What? What is going on?"
You would see the swirling energies in the crystal kind of like die down. They're still there, but they just kind of like reduce itself to like a little mote of energy just hovering. Yeah, you would understand that you could only take this kind of power at best like once an hour, and that's with a Constitution save. And if you take too much, you would get the spell slots, but you would incur exhaustion, fatigue, all that stuff, all the way up until death if you go too far.
That.
But you do have it does give you
Like Effie and Spider Effie have the same instinct of ooh, magic feel good. So like if we can find a way to like bring that with us, yeah, I think upon seeing Moody like walk up, we'll sort of like put up a high five hand. And
It's gonna be a no look as he's staring at the gem. What is this?
Yeah, ponder the orb. It'll help you regain some of your juice that you spent.
Actually, last time one of these gems touched me, I think I lost juice, but it was okay for
It
you.
should help.
as you're
it
saying that
helps for
another one
me.
gets spit out.
Moody is just gonna make eye contact with Effie and put his hand on it.
On the new one, right?
Yes.
Roll me a what is your max D4?
D3. Come on, I'm a paladin.
Yep, give me a
It's a
D3.
Nice.
Get my
You
3
get-
back.
You're level 3 back, and you feel the same kind of energy like coursing through you, and just the same kind of thing. The energy just coalesces into a mote that just kind of stays there. And there's a slight hum to it, but you are
Yeah.
Seeing that now, you're watching the the depleted one making the rounds on the table.
I think upon hearing Mauricio's question of like the gems, the giant wheel, if they're not the battery I seek, maybe those crystals and this machine are using it. I'll sort of like remember like, oh, I'm not here for the feel good, like get magic. I'm here for figuring out what's happening to this battery because Mistral was very
in theory,
concerned about it.
If I can get back to these blueprints, I can tell you.
Yeah,
He has been looking.
like I'll look over to where Brannigan's standing and be like, how's the progress here? And we'll just look over your shoulder and try to collab if that is welcome, or give you space.
Oh no,
if it's
straight
not.
up collab, because I don't even know what languages they're in yet. They're in architect.
Yeah.
They're in like not architectural necessarily, but they're in blueprint language. I can see pictures.
They are thankfully mostly in common. Some of the higher elements of the the math is in Dwarvish, because Dwarvish is a language that is very technical and you can express things easier from like a mathematical perspective in that language, and that is essentially what you're seeing.
So, do they tell me anything?
Roll me an intelligence check to see if you can, because you're very good at like forging things. Are you on the engineering side of things too?
I mean, stat wise, no, but no, we build shit.
Yeah, I picture you as like a mechanic, and you're looking at like some coefficient of compression for a new cylinder, and it's like, wait, that's a cylinder, right? But like,
Does Brannigan get advantage from my collab?
he does, or you could roll. Well, he already rolled, so yeah, he gets advantage.
If you want to roll server,
Or you could roll yourself.
I don't know where
You're
you're
both
gonna
talking
argue
to
that.
each other, and he'd, and
Vibes.
translate the Dwarvish.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
With the 20, like, Brannigan, you're like, okay, this is further below. They're pulling energy from what is a ley line and somehow converting it what looks like, you can see like it's a very kind of linear path. You don't understand the math behind it, or the science at that, but they are somehow taking like a ley line and transforming its magic into something portable. Effie, you would see that they're doing this by basically like freezing that element, that kind of unstable source of magic in time with a crystal, and those who touch it can like then take that magic for themselves. With an intelligence check of that, you would also discern that given that Dragoth is planning to steal, like essentially take the weave away from Toril, anybody who has any magic left is going to be, the strongest, essentially. Outside of divine casters, of course. But arcane magic is going to be very, very limited, if not gone. So this is kind of a way to stockpile that magic. What they're going to do with it from these blueprints is tough to say. But that's at least kind of what you're gathering from that.
I communicate this to the rest of the group.
Well, that sounds like a battery if I ever heard.
So we'll need to go below, or maybe follow where these are coming from. Does it look like we would be able to fit down the chute where they're coming from?
You can actually look down the chute if you want, and I can show you what's there. Fitting
Great.
down there would be, I mean, it's risk. You might want to, put some safety precautions in there. But let me just.
Oh yeah. Does anyone have a bag of holding? We could maybe put it under the end of the conveyor belt and catch it without touching it. That is smart. Does anyone have a bag of holding?
Nope.
Nah.
Nope.
What I can do is, are these boxes true to scale? Like, is it one gem per box, roughly?
Yeah, roughly. Yep.
All right. Well, Now I'm trying to make an evaluation. Do these gems look like if they fell off the conveyor belt, they would shatter, or would it take a harder hit than falling to the
It
water?
would take a harder hit.
Cool.
Say from a war cleric aiming at it with a enchanted hammer.
I'm gonna go rip a plank or two off of the boxes and just block this entrance, so these gems just kind of roll off the end of the conveyor belt without continuously going in. It doesn't keep us from let us take it anywhere, but it keeps it from doing whatever it's doing.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Kit, no, I was just trying to make that the spiritual weapon. Sorry.
Make a turn.
But all right, great. Mauricio, I believe you were trying to say something.
I said the things, but now that I'm up, she's actually going to kind of climb her way up the whole fire escape where the flying guy died, and kind of peer into the nothingness for a bit and see what's really out there, what's above, what's below, what's around, and then after that, also investigate the chute because we know we gotta go down. So,
all right. Looking outside, it's kind of this turbulent storm. But what's weird is you don't see any ground. And from your perspective, it feels like it's almost like you're above clouds, which is strange because you went down to get here. But it seems like you are high above some land, and you see kind of what is basically like a purplish blue, but unnaturally so, kind of thunderstorm that's rolling through.
Janet, she's going to there's not much we can get from it, except maybe to ask Effie, hey, is there any reason why this entire structure would be surrounded by a thunderstorm other than that device? Well, maybe that device. Are we somewhere else entirely? I remember you saying something like that when we were on the elevator, Brannigan.
Well, we're definitely not where we should be because there shouldn't be windows because we should be underground.
Oh, Effie will agree and say we're definitely somewhere else entirely. Not sure. Well, Nenners, would I know historically any tales of like where this castle goes?
It should be in this it's very hard to say because this this element of the forest has been magically shrouded for hundreds of years. So any kind of like information is suspect at best. But it's not unheard of for wizards and other sorceress people to have things in pocket dimensions. To stay hidden, to allow them to create additions that don't obviously physically appear on the outside. So it's likely that this was some kind of magical addition that they either created or were making use of.
Yeah, we're definitely not here.
That's great. Do you have any idea where we might be? And asking now, she's gonna head towards the chute and try to investigate that a little bit, peer down, see what's going on.
Yeah, I'll look down as well, but Effie's not good at looking at stuff. So maybe somebody else should look at stuff.
They can both look.
Somebody else should look at stuff. I love you guys.
Okay.
Assuming it's dark, I will just cast light on a pebble or a copper piece, whatever, and just drop it.
Okay. Are you going to look down before you do that?
I mean, I'm going to poke my head and make sure there's not gears that I'm going to ruin forever.
Okay. Everyone I'm just going to move everybody over here. I am going to say from that perspective, you're not going to see everything. Give me a second while I shroud some of this map. And then, yep. Okay, I think that makes the most amount of sense. Maybe. Okay, or not. Give me a moment while I wrestle with this.
Toasted in his perch, I would take this opportunity for Toast Cam, but he ain't there.
Where is he? He's not in his host position.
Somewhere else.
I meant to ask this actually. Should we all get a cat cam? Like if there's something happening, we just put on our cats.
I wouldn't be able to reliably have one because
I was gonna say you gotta have a cat that you can reliably point a camera at.
Yeah.
I mean, I got a cat tower out there that's almost full, 24/7.
There you go. See, that's what mine is. Is usually hanging out in that spot. So feel free to set up a cat cam.
It's like dash cam, but cat cam.
I just happen to have a spare camera. I was like, well, I can buy a USB extension.
All right. So here, when you look down, you see this. I'm going to drag everybody over here. You see this apparatus followed by a very large devil. Moody, if you're looking, instantly recognize this as a pit fiend. Flanked by what looks like two very small mind flayers. Give me a... anybody here who have kind of previous experience with mind flayers, or just give me a general history check. Kind of see those.
There's so many
disrespectful nunners. Pit fiend and mind flayers. I don't like it.
I mean, indirectly, but no.
And I'm burned by
give me a history. That's fine.
To do nothing, and there's a whole second ass combat. Because saved it. I mean, I would have done nothing with it in this combat, but
okay.
That's just how it be.
Effie, you're like, mind flayers. I would say, as educated as you are, you would be aware of ceramorphosis and like what that entails, and that mind flayers have been known to grab all kinds of weird creatures, and turn them into one of them essentially. Coraline, and I do want to point out that they're not like I will get better art for them next week, but they're not like the cube like they have like clipboards and like they're doing math and they're like actually like analyzing what's going on, and you can see elements of like blueprints and stuff. It's tough to see obviously from the angle you guys are at. This is probably like at least a good 100 feet down, but on top of that, Coraline, with your experience, they've been known to take gnomes and turn them into one of their own kind of creatures. So this is a gnomish ceramorph, which is weird because they don't take well. So this is clearly either a unique or custom breed, but it is not unknown for, unfortunately, gnomes to succumb to this particular thing. But
they're kind of small, is what you're saying.
Oh, they're very small. They're like literally small, like gnome-sized.
Yeah, okay, she would voice it then. Those appear to be gnome variants, if I'm not mistaken.
Nunners, from my memory of the monster manual, pit fiends are huge creatures. Is that true, or is that not my brain working right?
I'm pretty sure they're huge. Let me just double check.
Huge.
Maybe it's a baby.
Huge.
I think pit fiends are large. I could have sworn they were large. But...
Is it one of them? No, they're large. I think it's Ballards that are maybe huge.
Large.
Mm-hmm.
So cool. Word. Yeah, with the 16
Ballards
history,
are huge. Pit fiends are large.
Yeah, with the 16 history, what do I know about pit fiends specifically?
They are the pretty much apex element of devils. There are some that are, you can argue, through like trickery and being more clever, can be more dangerous. But from a martial perspective, there's not much that tops a pit fiend. They are extremely dangerous. They have magic resistance. They can cast spells very well at will. There's just element. They're just intelligent, very strong, just really very powerful singular creatures. And even from this distance, there's like a natural revulsion to them. Like there's like your fight or flight instinct is telling you to get the fuck out. Like it is, and it would not surprise you that if there's like some kind of fear element to it as well. But it is a truly terrifying creature.
Oh, that's bad. Ooh, that's bad. Damn, God, I gotta take that? Really? Okay. We'll figure it out.
But he seems to be like he's standing there with his arms crossed, kind of looking at that, and he'll converse with the little gnome guys every now and then, asking questions about elements. And it's from this distance you can't tell what they're saying. And on top of the constant buzzing, like just imagine electricity constantly arcing around. So you've got that kind of deafening you, which in a way might be saving you guys from whatever tomfoolery you got to above. And the large gears, obviously, but yeah, they're communicating and they're pointing at things and gesturing. But he's pacing in a way that he seems impatient, and you can kind of see that from this angle.
I tell the gang that we're in trouble. Yeah.
Are we the Scooby Doo gang? Also, we got a posture check and hydrate, so lip spray and have
Thank
some
you,
water.
chat.
It has no waters.
I have the fire water, which is what I got to do right now.
That's just what I gotta do.
Here's a question: how high above them are we?
100-ish feet.
All right. How many crates are in the room with us?
Hold on, let me go back to the room. 2, 4, 6, 8, 7, 9, 13 crates.
Do they already have gems in them?
You would have to. Some of them are sealed, so you'd have to. Take a
I'll
look.
open them up.
And we're stretching.
Okay. Warrior pose.
Do the sun salutation, Nenner. Sun salutation.
I'm trying to do some math. Wait, hold on. I have this in my notes somewhere, actually.
Ooh. I think I see where you're going. And Effie can turn into a mammoth.
8 of them are filled, so you got 8 already stored.
And I can only fit 1 gem in each one.
Yes.
If I Tetris it, could I kind of get 2 of them half-ass in there?
Yeah, you could. Like,
Hear me out.
like half
How
sticking
big?
out.
How big is the opening to the chute?
I'd probably like at least a good. I'd say 10 by 10.
Joe over here, like, let's play some Tetris.
So if I were to Tetris 2 gems into each of these 13 boxes, could I then drop 26 gems worth of gem to explode on them?
So
Plus 1 mammoth if Effie comes with.
I can't even. All right,
You
Effie,
gave me bombs. What do you want me to do?
Effie, give me an Arcana check real quick, please. In regards to the crystals, one more if you don't mind. In this particular instance,
Ooh. Roll 20 looks
and I'll give
looks
you
like
yours.
it's Wigan. 1 second.
All right, take your time. It got me a couple times already.
Gotta think about it.
Here we go.
18. All right, so Brannigan was likely able to destroy those crystals because his hammer is magic. So that kind of crossed the threshold, and you can tell because they're kind of haphazard with it. They're not like they're not cushioned. These aren't like being very carefully placed. They're kind of, it's devils being forced to work. Like this is not a very like delicate procedure.
Well, I can still make this happen. I got
Oh no, you can. I just
I
want to
got
make that
options.
fact known. I don't want you guys to
Okay.
drop a whole bunch and like clink clink, and because you've
Sad.
already checked
No,
them from
good.
Arcana. But anyhow,
Yeah.
you would know that it
Raw.
requires some
Would-
kind of.
So
If
100
one
foot ball
exploded-
on its own wouldn't do it.
If one exploded, would the next one explode?
That's with an 18. If I'm going to assume you're talking about this out loud and just kind of formulating a plan. Effie, you would also probably know that a certain amount of energy perhaps electrical energy could help detonate it as well. So it just can't be like a flat.
I mean,
like
it does
bludgeoning
explode with electric.
Vibes.
So electric could do it, or perhaps detonating. I will say the detonation won't trigger the other one, because otherwise you all would have gotten blown up, because where you guys were, there's another one in range. So you already know that wouldn't be a trigger.
Also, is the battery thing that we're seeing through the chute our battery? Mercial asks, which is a very good question that Effie ponders.
Is that does not look like your battery. That looks like it's been constructed in fact, honestly, like, even as a student, you're like, what the hell is half of this shit? And if you had to guess, it's probably tied to the mind flayers in some way.
Got you.
Upon hearing that you need a magical weapon to break the crystals, Corlin would just be like, okay, we got this, and you would just see her like pull out her daggers. We can break it, no
that's
problem.
farther than either of us could throw, but I think you could hurl that radiant bomb you're talking about far enough.
It's 150 feet. Sorry about this.
No, that works. I mean, or you could just lower the rogue on some rope
On a
or
rope.
whatever.
My initial thought was to just jump down with an echo and then smash. But if one won't set off the next, I can only trigger at most two.
I want to see like half your party just leap down here. One of them as a mammoth with an ocean of bombs around. Yes. I will say we can get to like Mission Impossible planning all night. We've gone 20 minutes over our prescribed time, so for the sake of people's...
Can we go another 20 or no?
Can you go to the what?
Can we go another 20 or no?
I mean, I could, but I don't want people have lives and stuff. That's cool. We agreed at 10. We're at 10.
We got no lives. What are you talking about?
You get out of here, kid. So, Foozca, sorry for the late, totally not noticed, but if you don't mind scheduling a raid.
No, I had nothing to apologize about.
Yeah, we'll continue here, guys. Give me all your harebrained schemes, and also I think waiting a week for all the stuff that you guys are going to come up with next week is going to be great anyway. So that should be fun. But that is, I guess, your next stage. I mean, you can go back to the elevator and go to the music room if you want, but for now,
I want to go to the music room.
I mean, maybe when we're done killing this pit fiend, this feels like we're at the thing. But I don't remember what's in the music room to know if that's worth a detour.
Dude, you sing and you play multiple musical instruments.
This dwarf doesn't.
Music room.
And also, if I were capable of the things the dwarf is, and I still played the music, I'd go, it's not as important as Pit Fiend's music.
Music.
I love how both cantankerous and supportive our cleric is. It's great. All right. I think I found someone. I was asking around, and I think they'll be up for a little bit at least. I don't know. We'll see. Actually, let me just double check, because even though they're going to be ending soon, I kind of want to give them a little bit more love. I think we're going to do it anyway. We're going to go raid level 1 adventuring. They look like they're having a good time. And I see lots of smiles, and it seems like a nice, diverse cast, and we love to see it. So let's go say hi to them.
I swear, if any of them are level 2, I'm gonna lose it.
I haven't been listening in because I can't hear anything. But yeah, well, I have no idea how high level or low level they are. It should be fun. But yes, thank you so much for hanging out with us, us nerds, and we hope you have a wonderful Wednesday night. And we will be back Friday for Nenners' thing.
Yes. Yep.
Legacy Kill Team. But yeah, we'll be back then. And if we don't see you
for the loudest, most violent jailbreak you've ever seen. Come on, Friday.
It's also
still being violent.
It's also the most stealthy one. We're incredible. So
100%.
We're gonna start the raid. Please show them some love and have a great night. Bye.
Night, everybody.